Hello, everybody. I know the cameras are going to be off because monitor scale sizes are just going to be a little wonky and different.
We almost got canceled there.
Hi, guys. Hi. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're doing okay. I am Bub. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time in, we're going to be playing some Pathfinder tonight. You might know it more commonly seen or heard as Dungeons and Dragons. It is a role-playing experience best told by friends, and that's what we're doing tonight. This is episode 7 of Whispers of the Vampire's Blade. This is season 3, so if you want to catch those things, I will go ahead and drop the YouTube link again in chat. It's out there. Go find it, and let's get started. Let's talk about what happened the last time. We're going to do a bit of a recap here. Unfortunately, we don't have Tracy just yet, but she will be joining us in 10, 15, 20 minutes. So, what do you guys remember from last week?
I barded. Banger episode. That's, as a viewer, fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
I was doubled over in laughter. It was so good.
Good. Good, then that's success. Were there any highlights, Ben, that you would like to bring to the surface?
I mean, it's nothing important. It's just really good character moments. I'll run through my favorites. It was the big one was when they were pressing Squid on her past and she was trying to deflect, which I did notice that's a pattern with our crew, is all we all ever do is deflect.
Yeah.
But she was trying to deflect, and she said something like, "I don't want to kill either of you." And without missing a beat, Cain said, "Give it time." and I think that was apt. I think that was good. But shout out, Cain was on fire. I was cracking up the whole time. Frost did so many persuasion rolls without rolling a single fucking dice. He just convinced everyone in the game through pure speech. He's just that good of a bard.
Yeah. Yes.
Anju was played to perfection, although, hey, step off of my balls a little bit. Jesus.
Okay. I mean, was I, how far off? Like, give me a percentage.
Oh, you were like 95. I think the only thing...
Passing grade.
The only thing you fucked up was when Sera face planted. Anju would have... You said no one was helping her get up. No one was helping her up except for some random NPC.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Anju would have been helping her up and also laughing at her and also gawking at her arm. But other than that, I think you played him perfectly to a T.
Great.
I think...
That's perfect. That's all I can ask for. Yeah, there were some things that happened. More so than that, but I think it is worth noting that there were a few things that we can still bring up to highlight yet again. So, previous to 6, we had a pretty important scene. It was a scene between Ivan and the Dark Patron that inhabits him right now. Ivan was in harrowing ways. His health was on the line. Did not immediately show signs of recovery. It was looking grim. The Dark Patron asked for something. Said it needed more, but this time what it wanted was steeped in the flavor of femininity. It wanted something from a woman. It already had Mom's meatloaf. It needed something else, a touch of something softer. Ivan said sure, but it's got to be small. Has to be small. Now let that be a note. You should not try to bargain or negotiate with ancient dark beings, because what may be small to you, or I guess what may be large to you, may be incredibly insignificant to them. So yes, he took something small. It was the memory of Marian's sister. Very important part of Marian's background. Would you say, Squid, that was of the most important parts, or up there at least?
I would argue a good chunk of her actions and personality was formative around things that have happened with her sister in her childhood.
Yeah.
So, it was just like her entire personality that was wiped. So it's fine. I don't need one of those anyway. It's so cool.
Was it supposed to be something you didn't want to remember, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
It was something that she wouldn't notice is gone because it's like suppressed. So
yeah, it was like meant to be like, oh, you're losing a bad memory. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's like you no longer remember you have a full family member kind of thing. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, yeah, she got like. I haven't revealed what yet, and I guess I never will because I don't fucking know what happened anymore.
Just deflect.
But yeah, I have no choice. How am I supposed to talk about something I can't remember? But
True.
yeah, it's kind of like her whole reason for deflecting in general, not being an open person, is based on an event that happens with her sister. So that she has no clue right now why she doesn't want really people to know her very well. She just knows that she doesn't want that, but she just can't figure out why.
Right.
You're welcome. Entry level, simple role play experience for someone who's new to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, had to drop you in the deep end, right?
Yeah.
You told me you're a theater kid, and you said you could roll with the punches. I trust. And
you do be punching.
I like to be dropped in the deep end, genuinely. I like drowning and like figuring out how to swim. So like this is fine. Just sometimes I go, huh, when shit happens.
Yeah,
and
makes sense.
That's it.
Makes sense. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're rolling with the punches. Just because it has been taken, it does not mean that it cannot be returned. There is still a lot to be discerned between the Dark Patron and Ivan, and that will come to the surface more with time. We also had Sera return to the party. Sera wasn't just same old with the lamed arm, the missing fingers. She came back with a vengeance, sort of, with glowing, radiating eyes, with an arm that burned of molten silver chains and love letters. It illuminates wherever she goes. She is the antithesis of a stealth check in every sense of the form. And this is only compounded by the fact that she now irradiates light from her arm. Silence was never her forte. Stealth is out the window at this point. You guys will have to figure out other means of moving them. You came across a merchant train. Cobalt. How did that go?
Great.
Went great.
Yeah, it went great. We rolled up on them and we got let's see, we started out with like food, and then we needed horse food.
Yeah.
Food for ourselves, food for the horses. And then he was like, yo, I got a bunch of cursed items, maybe, if you want to take a look at them. And I said I could identify them if they gave us a good deal. And then I identified them and I told them pretty much everything about all of the items except for one of them, because I didn't want to try to get away with too much, which got us like a 90% markdown on that item.
Yeah.
And then right when we started negotiating, I realized this isn't my forte. I can identify the stuff, but I'm not really like the talker of the group. So I tagged out for Mr. Ivan, who came in and did the sweet talking.
Yeah, how did that go, Ivan?
I fucking nailed it. Apparently, everybody giving me a lot of praise, kind of like boosted my ego a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody said, dude, good job.
You did. You were able to drop the cost by well below 50% of its value. It was still expensive, right? Everything was still like all told, it was still what, like 360 gold, I think? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
we're gonna be needing that out the bag,
Something
man.
like that. Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the bags. Anju's not going anywhere with the bag. He's got nothing else going on.
We got to
in
write
his
that
life.
bag down in Anju's
Oh,
character
that was
sheet,
yeah.
so we can
That
reference
cracked me up when you guys hit a point where you needed to know our inventory, and it turned out it was only on a random notepad file on my desktop.
Yeah.
Of all people, and who let this happen?
So yeah, you'll have to deduct
Scout
that money.
rolling over in their grave right now.
You will have to deduct that money. It was about I think it was 360 gold. If someone else remembers, please correct me. The items that you guys decided to walk away with that you paid for, aside from the food, what were they?
We got a book that you could write stuff in, and it will not wash off or smudge off,
Yes.
no matter what. And then also anything
That's not
that
what I
is written
remember.
in it.
Hold on.
He's going. He's
Hey.
going.
And also anything that's written in it
Uh.
that is a lie will be read.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were okay.
I only
Sure.
told the first part to the merchant
Correct.
because it's a common, well-known item that is like used.
It's generally
So-
considered low-tier magic. It's not something that would be as expensive. Admittedly, still 40 to 100 gold is more than what your commoner would make in a year by a long shot. It's several years worth of income. But you were able to get it reduced. What else do you guys remember?
Uh,
Got backflipping rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rune silver rings. There were 4 of them, and they provided what exactly?
1 to Dex, 2 to Acrobatics.
Correct, yeah. Did we decide who got those?
You can have
Everyone
mine,
but
Anju,
Anju.
now that you're back. He can have mine now that he's back. He benefits more probably from that.
What do
than
they
I
do again?
It's +1 to your dexterity. It will be treated as an attribute bonus, and you will also gain +2 to your acrobatics checks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just crank those up. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
You are
Back 'em.
aware, at least Cain is. Cain is aware that there is some sort of quirk, something strange about them that is yet to be identified.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't remember that either.
I thought I rolled pretty good on those.
You did.
Oh no.
You did.
Well, we might not be able to take them off or something. I don't know.
There are worse rings to not be able to take off.
What if we're just linked
Yeah, like
forever as best
Sera's.
friends?
Wow.
I feel like that's just how your character already feels. So.
Actually, she's waiting to be officially called a friend. Trust me, she'd remember that. No, I'm waiting.
Oh, shit.
Would she remember things?
Yeah, me too. Still waiting.
Yeah.
Oh man, perfect. We have the final item. What was that?
Not the compass, not the tabard, the cloak.
It was for Frost.
my
Knife.
New friend.
Yeah. You took on
Yeah.
a blackened steel dagger with a gem in its pommel. You were able
Did
to
you add
identify
that to my
it.
inventory, by the way. So
I did not.
Can have like all the effects on it.
I did not, but I will. I will
There's
add
1
it
to 4
That's
necrotic
perfect.
damage as extra.
Yeah.
on successful hits. Correct.
Necrotic is a cool damage type if you're
Yeah, it's like-
sicko.
Not dodgeable.
You're a sicko.
But it also has
That goes in the
a
window.
soul trapped in the hilt.
Yeah.
So I asked my patron, since he likes to feed off of people and memories, I was like, can you feed off that guy for a while and stop fucking with my friends? And he's just like, yeah, I guess. So I jumped on it because
It was
It's
clever.
reasonable.
I now have technically 3 curses.
It's
Just
it's
barring
clever.
your ass off. With
Yeah,
any
dude.
character
You were
within
on your
20
way
foot
to
radius.
a Jujutsu Kaisen character before you even know it, man. You're just gonna be a full
Devil
person.
horns and shit.
It's fucking art of the deal, but actually good.
Yeah. How did the session end exactly?
Oh,
Sarah almost killed
Oh, we
me.
found a cart. Oh, also like we found out that merchant was Domina's brother.
Yeah, you
Um,
did. Do you remember
So
his
it's kinda
name?
Messed up. John,
Gareth.
I don't know.
His name was Gareth.
Gareth.
Gareth is Domina's
Yeah.
brother, her baby brother. He had
I
a
got
lot
real
of things
quiet.
to say.
yeah.
I knew
That
if
was-
I had talked at all, I would have given myself away. So I just got real quiet the rest of the time.
Squid, what did he have to say?
So apparently he like really hates Cain.
Yeah.
And so like this whole thing happens as Ivan's talking to him of like where Ivan's like convincing that we need the book for cheaper so he can use it so Cain can use it for his studies. And then he finds out a link in the university and he's like, do you know that Cain Carpenter? He killed all these people and he left my sister. We hate him. And we're all just sitting there biting our tongues as Ivan's like, you know, once I punched that guy in the fucking face, he's like, you know, not admitting that he's actually in the room with us, but is like saying kind of true things and just talking about how much we all hate that guy. And it was hilarious. I was literally sitting here muted, like almost peeing my pants laughing so hard. It was so funny.
Yeah.
It was really great.
Yeah, it was exceptional. I'm honestly impressed that you're able to keep it quiet for so long. Yeah, he's just mad, you know? He's specifically mad because of something about Domina that still exists. What did Domina do that's so important?
She waited for him. She's like starstruck from him.
Didn't she
married some guy.
She married the owner of the university so that she could become dean and keep his lab open for him for when he returns.
Aw. Yeah, she didn't need to do all that, girl. we could get a new lab. You don't gotta marry some guy. Come on. You just.
You know, hey, you can
You see my cave?
You can. Oh, not the cave, dude. Not the cave. Oh, I hate that for her, but well, you know, we'll see. Whatever had Cain going on, it was apparently good enough. So, nice job on that. But yeah, Gareth was upset. The session ended after nightfall. You had found a cart that had been overturned. The cart was driven by a merchant or a farmer. The various things that he had in his under his employer in his equipment had turned over, and rain had soaked through the various belongings. He was found pierced multiple times, believed to have been tortured. His blood bled out into a track of his cart wheels. You saw a pin light far off into the woods, skulking out carefully, not sure what to make of it, because this did not look like the attack of a vampire. It looked like something else. And when you arrived on the scene, there were 4 men. What were they doing? Hopscotch? Jumping jacks?
It got sucked.
Dead. Yeah. They sucked dry.
Yeah. Completely exsanguinated,
Yeah.
That's a good
Like
magic
that
card.
word.
drained of all of their blood. You met with Vanir. He did some explanations.
Yeah.
What did he say exactly about this particular moment?
So the guy that we're on a mission to like bring home to Mama.
Lucan Stellos.
Lucan Stellos, yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I worded it like
We're not
that.
bringing
I'm
it
running
to
it, whatever.
Mama, we're bringing it to a man that's made a transaction.
It's okay.
CIA agent.
Allegedly. But so he is also looking for him because Lucan's like a fledgling, you know, like a baby vampire, and has gone off on his own, right? And
Yes.
now he's like very dangerous because of that. They're supposed to be watched over.
Coddled.
Yeah, coddled a little bit because they don't know how to behave. And so like Vanir's like, yeah, he's gonna mess stuff up if we don't get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called it an unfettered feed. He didn't just drain someone, he drained multiple someones. He left a mess. There's a reason that vampires subsist in areas for so long. Despite the history of them, they tend to not leave much in the way of messes, because if people suddenly start finding bodies, even as powerful as vampires are, they will be overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of society. So they have to hide, despite this nonsense about the daylight. If you completely exclude that, they are apex predators of the night. But if you leave a mess, someone will have to answer for it. And people, a person individually, not so frightening. A group of people, the stupid mass that they are, that's horrifying. They can accomplish a great deal. And fire is nobody's friend. So that's the purpose of that. He explained that it's going to get worse before it gets better. He's shadowing you, to no surprise. He wants to get to Lucan. Do you guys have any idea why? Like, above board, not as your characters, but just as players, why is he hunting Lucan?
He was given a task, right? Because like it was he said that like Lucan disobeyed the mother or something, like the head vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically like didn't respect her, I guess, and like tried to defect from the vampire clan.
He was able to break the thraldom, and that shouldn't have happened. Even Vanir, as powerful and old as he is, has not been able to break thraldom. He is absolutely loyal to Calderas. So how Lucan was able to do it is befuddling.
He must have gotten outside help.
He could have. He could have.
Or he found a vampire's blade.
I think the outside help made him go fetch the blade for them so they didn't have to do it themselves. As
like
one
Tiamat or something?
puppeteer does. That's a very vampire thing to do. Send some other newbie after some shit.
Now, normally I would enter us into our game with a diatribe of sorts, a monologue to kind of set you into the scene. But I spent the earlier part of my day writing the recap video, which can now be found. I think that was on Frostin. Did you put that as a link?
Yeah, I put it as a command in my chat, exclamation point recap. It's just for those that don't know, it's like a 16-minute video that I asked Bub to make of a big recap of all of the previous episodes, so that a newer viewer, it's like the number one question that I've gotten is, as a newer viewer, it's like, what the hell has happened up until now? It can be very intimidating to watch 3 seasons in order to be able to get up to speed on something. So yeah, love Bub for that. Really appreciate him. And it's only going to get worse now as we play more, because then it's going to be like, okay, well, what's happened in the last 2 episodes and 3 episodes?
There's lots of characters and lots of callbacks that happen at different times for like cinematic, effect and stuff. So
It's
good
rough
to
for
have
context
a
enjoyers.
reference.
For some reason, that link doesn't appear to be working, but if that's the
Go
case...
fill my cup of
Oh, there it
water
is, nice.
really quick.
Yep,
I'll be
there's the
back
link.
in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, they got to type it in my chat.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for my Twitch chat bot to start spamming my Patreon. Hold on. I forgot that it does that.
Perfect. So, because I made this video, I didn't have time to create this long and extensive monologue, and we are going to start today with open floor. Give me just a second. What's up, Trace?
Hello, everybody.
Just in time.
Greetings.
Looks like you're wearing chainmail armor.
Warmed him up for you.
As I should be.
Right?
Perfect. We actually just got through recap.
Oh, great.
Yeah, like just then. Yep. So the upside for my players. You guys have access to, today, all 5 of your luck rerolls.
Let's go.
Blessings,
Fuck yeah.
blessings be
Chad, if we don't
to
get
everybody.
our 6 luck reroll, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. It's a 6 reroll type of night.
The 6th luck reroll does happen, not frequently, but because I try not to sway it too far into the player's values, it comes at the cost of the 50 subs. We are 3 into it, so it would be 47 more. 5
Damn.
might be enough,
Shit.
but if you guys can make it happen, there is the 6th sub.
I'll blow all 6 of them on the first perception check. I'll go in with no luck rerolls, chat.
I thought you were gonna stop after all. I thought you were just gonna threaten to blow everyone.
I'll
right
blow
there.
everybody that you gift us up to.
I love that for you. You might be a little busy. All right, so we are following the events immediately after the discussion with Vanir. Vanir has just slipped away in his gaseous form, found his way back into the darkness, the pinlights of his eyes disappearing into the treetops. And you're left. You make your way back to the cart, to your horses. Do you leave the cart on the side of the road? Do you push it off? Do you bury the man? What does this look like?
I'd like to say that we at least cover the man, but I don't think we. I mean, I'd push the cart off to the side if it was like in the middle of the road, but I felt like it was kind of in like a little ditch. off to the side.
Okay. You'll find some of the tarp of the top of his carriage and cover the body. There is not necessarily a proper burial. Not that many of you probably have the rights for it anyway. You're not sure of the immediate culture. Maybe closer to Tracy here for Sera, but I don't think the others here have much in the way of knowledge of burial rites. So, you push him off to the side of the road, you cover him with the tarp, you begin making your way back to your horses.
Are we not burning the bodies?
If you wish.
Oh, you're
Cain
talking about
bodies.
the sucked off bodies? I was talking about the guy that was just dead, not completely sucked dry.
We should burn bodies.
Yeah, no, I'd be down to burn those bodies. Those bodies can get fucking torched to death. I'll do it myself.
Unless Ivan wants to try to eat them as well.
What? I don't eat people.
Mr. Ogres.
I was not wanting to eat it. I wanted to use it as bait if we wanted to catch something because we didn't have luck the last time because all we caught was a vampire. What the hell you say? There's no blood in this. There'd be no point. It's not meat, bro. You bloodless meat?
You were injured. Maybe you don't remember in your delirium, but you did suggest eating it first before using it as bait.
Yeah, well, I don't remember that. Don't think that happened.
They do drain blood from the animals before they.
I find that burning bodies is very cathartic and also prevents necromantic activities.
Yeah, no, I agree. We should definitely light the vampire ones on fire just in case they're like not sucked off enough to not get vampired. You know,
Right,
like
I'm
what
not
if
sure
one
how
of them
that
got
works.
like 2% left? I don't know how it works. Do you?
Doesn't matter if we burn them.
Exactly. And I'll like dap you up like good idea. Like hell yeah. And you know what's even cooler? Lighting shit on fire.
It's going to smell terrible.
Yeah, no, I definitely think we light it on fire and then we run and we watch from a distance.
You want to watch as well. All right.
Yeah, it's just shit on fire. It's dead people. They're just basically objects at this point.
Then we all agree then.
I feel like nobody voiced an opinion, but you guys. But yeah, sure. If that's the group consensus, I will stand idly.
What would you like to do, Marian?
I mean, I don't really have a preference in regards to like burning or leaving a body, you know, if like this is like genuinely.
So then why was this a big deal for you to bring up and say that you didn't get your opinion? And if your opinion literally is, I don't care.
Okay, I was just saying, because you were like Cain was like group consensus, and I'm like, oh, I actually don't know if the group consents to that. So I was
Because you got to speak up if you want your voice to be heard. So you spoke up, and then I was like, okay, then what's your opinion? And then you said, I have no opinion. So now I don't want you to speak up in the future.
And if you're silent, I assume you defer.
I have no opinion.
See? And notice she didn't say anything. So if you had an opinion, she would have said something.
well, it's
and we
hard
would
to
have
say
valued her
something when
opinion.
you guys are bickering. You're just going back and forth, you know.
As soon as you started talking, we listened to you.
Okay, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Carry on.
Exactly. Let's light this shit on fire.
I feel like Anju's gonna walk up with a coffee
Style.
cup and walk up to Sera and be like, "Hey, can you hold this?" and hold it next to your flaming arm. Hey, can you hold this?
that took me a minute. And now I'm laughing. Yes.
So what are we talking about?
I hold it with my other hand, not the flaming hand.
Burning shit.
No, it's cold. I'm trying
It's
to.
better
reheat
than
it, man.
burying them.
You don't want to burn it.
I want to be
It
burned
takes
if
so
I
much
die.
time to bury.
Can we cook? Do we know if we can cook on it?
This question was already asked,
wanna
and we have
cook
yet
on
to
the dead
experiment. No.
So why don't you two burn the bodies? We will experiment with the arm.
Does it like shoot fire? Can you? Yeah. Can you like?
I would like to
I'm still
know
learning. I'm still learning.
what specifically about our current situation is making you have an appetite.
I mean, I'm not hungry. I'm good.
I'm not hungry
Oh,
at
we're
the
not
moment.
cooking now.
Or you may be hungry
Oh.
for blood because you're a
Oh.
vampire.
Okay. Nobody's a vampire.
I know
Least
that
of
I
all
attract
Marian.
them. I know that I attract them. Maybe they just have a type. Okay.
Yeah. If you do know an unusual amount of.
He said he would not drain any of you but me.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah,
Do
all
we
right, let's
need
light
to
this
do
shit on
anything
fire.
with this body?
Who wants to do the honors?
I don't know what we voted on. I just got here.
Let's have Marian do it. She's new.
Is this a time where I can voice my opinion, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm a put a hard no on that one.
Is it
not
the burning bodies part or the lighting things on fire part? Like, is it like the thing, like people specifically, or the?
it's probably the body thing. Like, I could get behind a little, maybe like fun arson in like a safe place.
Arson
maybe?
is, you don't say arson unless it's a crime.
A
You
little
can't say
fun
fun
arson.
arson because
Listen,
arson is legitimately just a
This
crime.
is the most moral thing we've done all day.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know the customs of like burning bodies. I haven't been a part of this before. Reminder, haven't really like been around dead bodies really much.
If we
They
leave
could
them,
turn
there's a
into
1% chance they
monsters.
turn into vampires. Do you want that, or do you want to light them on fire?
burning
Or
bodies.
zombies or skeletons.
They
I
do
don't-
smell bad.
Or zombie
It's
skeletons?
the smell.
I don't want more things to fight. I'm saying do what you want to do. I just
So if you don't want more
necess-
things to fight, then you don't want them to be necromantically brought back to life to fight them.
I just
So
don't,
we have
I don't
to-
want to start the fire. Please. That's all I'm asking.
That's okay. That's okay. No, deal.
Yeah,
Just close
that's-
your
you-
eyes, point your finger, and cast a spell.
You have a fire spell?
I assume.
Anju is still just like gawking at Sarah's arm. Like,
We also just have torches. but
does
I
it
don't think we
shoot
need to-
fire? Can you try to shoot fire? Does
Yeah,
it?
wait,
could
we have a
use
flaming
torches.
arm. We could just use the arm.
I don't
Does it
think
hurt?
that lights things on fire. Her tent was intact this morning.
Maybe she can turn it off.
I'm still learning how it all works.
Someone
Anju.
grab it. Give her
grab it.
a handshake. A
You
firm
should say
one.
try saying like "Go fire, go" or something.
I highly doubt
Up
that's
and
how it
away,
works.
fire.
But I mean, you don't know if you don't try.
Can you do this symbol with your hand?
Yeah.
Saw that in a play once.
I did too. An old one.
Okay, well somebody's got to burn the damn body, right? Or otherwise they can
All right.
revive it.
Do,
Do you want to do it?
I will do it.
Let's go. That makes perfect sense. I think this has gone very well.
She's the cleaner.
That's my new role. Ever since my personal changes on my personal journey.
Yeah, she's on
Yeah,
a
how did that
journey.
go? It seemed like it was a very
Right.
sudden thing, but you seem back and you seem happier.
I'm different, that's for sure.
Happier?
Yes, I think so. I'm embracing the new. And I walk over with my flaming hand and try to. I guess, are we actually burning this body?
Yeah,
Okay.
4 of them.
All right.
Pile them up. Let's go.
This.
Pile them up. Get a couple of twigs.
Yeah, tinder them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Not-
Let's begin
you know
this
what I mean.
process.
Okay. So you wish to touch the body in an attempt to burn it with the new arm.
Yes. Once we like get a little bit stuff to kind of help ignite it, like little twigs and tinder and things.
Sure. You manage to gather some underbrush,
So good at
dried leaves, things of that nature. And you're finding some difficulty. You can grip onto smaller individual like limbs and small grips of leaves, but none of it is actually burning. It's not even heating up. You're not causing any creases, no change in the overall look of the leaves. There's nothing, no singeing, no burning, nothing to that effect.
Can I touch it?
That's the
Yes.
reason if her tent didn't burn.
Anju's like poking the sticks. Like, is it wet? It's not.
It
is it-
clearly it doesn't work the way you all think it does, where I'm just have some flaming hand at all time.
I'm just gonna
Well,
reach out and grab the
I mean,
arm.
It's clearly some supernatural effect.
When
To
you reach
be
out and grab the
clear-
arm, your hand passes through where the arm would be.
Oh.
Almost like it's an illusion.
Ghost arm. Ooh, ghost arm. Ooh.
Does it feel hot?
Ooh.
Does not emit heat.
Can you touch me? Like, or do you just go through me?
I move my hand toward Ivan.
Ivan, you can feel the pressure of the fingers that kind of go across your hand, go across your chest or your shoulder, or wherever she is touching.
What?
Can you hold this? I offer you the coffee cup again, just so we can test it.
I don't want to spill your coffee,
Well, just
Anju.
hold your hand out. I won't be mad. I won't be mad. There's so much
Hold
coffee.
my hand out.
Sure.
Okay,
You.
I gently place it on the hand.
The moment that it connects with your hand, you can feel the sensitivity, the pressure of it kind of fall into your hand, and you grip onto the bottom of the stein, the small cup.
Okay.
All right. It's a start.
It does not singe or sear the wood of the cup, nothing to that nature.
Now I try to grab her arm as like, because like maybe it's activated, now it's real.
Passes right through.
What the fuck?
So
that defies all laws of nature.
Maybe it's a mage hand at one end and the rest is an illusion.
We literally deal in magic. I'm sure that it is, and I'm not. It's clearly I'm not some elemental from the fire plane. This is something deeper than that. So
I don't understand it.
I'm sure the more we use it, the more we will understand.
Yeah, that's dope.
But
So
I am not
doesn't
a
burn-
personal. I'm not a personal campsite. I'm not here to cook your eggs in the morning or heat up your
Anju
coffee.
looks at Marian like, we can't cook on it.
That is all. Now that we know, I am not your personal
Doesn't
cook
burn,
site.
doesn't burn wood, but can touch wood. Doesn't burn people, but can't touch people. Did we write? Someone write that down.
Well, no, but she can touch us. She can touch us. We just can't touch her.
Correct.
It's
I must manifest it.
cool.
And then it's just on
It's
fire.
a little
for us.
scary.
It's just like-
What god did you say that you worshipped?
I didn't say.
I
Are you not proud of it or something?
probably cool.
Isn't that the whole point of having a goddess, to like spread it to other people and get other people to follow it?
When you first met me, yes, that was what it was all about.
So it's a different god.
Things have changed.
You keep saying that, but can you just be straightforward and stop talking in riddles?
No.
Oh,
You deflect to one of us, we're just gonna deflect to somebody
You
else.
can't you
Yeah.
just say you
All right,
can't tell
mystery
us.
healer.
You can't tell us who you worship now.
You know, some honesty would do you too good.
Yeah, maybe you and I can go share in private our secrets.
You know, to
I
that
share
point,
all my
Cain-
secrets publicly.
Yeah, to that point, to your point, Cain, a little bit of dishonesty also goes a long way. Sometimes you don't have to say everything.
That's a fair point. I didn't say anything in front of Domina's brother back there.
It's true.
You know what? He's
Really
got a
hats
point.
off
He's
to
got
you
a
for that
point.
one. You let me cook.
Could have
back
really
there.
fucked that up.
It's
Really
just like
could have.
sometimes,
Holy shit.
you know, your theories about other people's secrets, you know, you just keep them inside voice.
Just want
My
to
wisdom is meant for ye and not thee.
highlight the situation from a camera pulled back view. The five of you are surrounding four dead men,
Yes.
and you're talking about the obvious of lying and telling truths and how maybe you should lie more, or maybe you should tell truths more. They haven't moved. It's just very always sunny. Very much in that vibe right there.
Can I try lighting a torch?
I mean, I'll grab their ankles and start at least putting them on top of each other.
Yeah, like
Okay.
we can talk and light some bodies on fire at the same time.
Got it.
That's not. Come on.
Yeah, I can multitask.
How
for
many
sure.
sessions is this? Like 40? Come on.
It's enough.
Can I try? Sarah, do you want to try helping me light? Did you see if you can light a torch? I'm gonna test everything, even though it obviously isn't gonna work.
That should making the wizard have to do the heavy lifting. Ha.
Can we just
needed.
do this the normal way?
All right.
Do you guys have
we-
some
we-
sort of
we might-
accelerant?
Probably. I'm gonna open my freaking bag here.
Something
My
that
bag
might be able to burn. It has been
inventory
raining
that only
off and on, so
exists.
it is relatively damp.
Don't
Let
make me use
see.
my spell slot. I'll do it.
I don't know if we need to burn the bodies, but probably. I don't know. You've
We
convinced
didn't
me.
just spend 10 minutes talking about it not to do it, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got nothing. other than
Chekhov's
just, like,
dead pile of dead bodies.
helping with twigs.
I have Scorching Ray.
I have Scorching Ray and Spark. So
Hell
Spark
yeah!
Okay. Oh, see, easy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
Where
god.
the fuck is my inventory? Okay, I mean our
Spark
inventory.
is basically just like a Bic lighter. The moment that you kind of like ignite it, it just erupts a small candlelight flame from whatever surface, like a fingertip that you so desire.
We got flint and steel. We got an Everbright lantern.
Do we have alcohol?
You'll
think we have some
you'll have some
laudanum
lantern.
still.
You have some. That's not. That's
Is
it's not
laudanum
flammable.
flammable?
It's not. You wouldn't burn drugs anyway.
I have one
mean-
stick of explosives in my bag. It
Oh
says.
my god.
It's the last one. I think the other one. I think we had two, and one of them
Yeah.
I used on that weird
Yep.
dog thing in the forge that was immune to magic. So
I really need to
also
go through
got
your guys'
some
backpacks.
weed.
You do have golden wheat, yes.
Laudanum
Yep.
is a 10% solution of opium powder and alcohol, which is definitely flammable.
Are you gonna waste it on burning dead men?
Is that wasting it? is that the good guy? Like is that?
Laudanum is not on.
People like that?
The last time
Do people
Anju
like
took
opium?
laudanum-
Oh,
Like opium
Listen, the
and-
last
let me
time
put it that
Anju,
way.
Anju is a drug peddler, but he's not. He's a social user. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
The last time he took laudanum, he definitely lived to regret it.
Okay.
So I think he would offer that would easy. He
Well,
doesn't know
if-
very many things, but he knows that laudanum can be lit on fire.
If she doesn't want to magically ignite the bodies, then I guess we can leave them here. You said we'd have to fight them, but in reality, we'll probably leave this place, and if something happens, they'll just go on a killing spree.
I feel like
It makes a
I'm feeling-
convincing argument.
I feel like there's a little guilt being thrown at me right now to
Oh, if only
light
one
these
someone
bodies.
knew magic that could light these bodies on fire.
Oh my god. Is spark enough if we have
If you have something to burn, yes, spark would be enough. You're just trying to start a flame.
Oh, okay.
god.
So
Okay.
spark acts as yeah.
I guess layer up the drugs and I will light it. How
Sure.
do we end up here?
There is if you have access to a bullseye lantern, there is lantern fuel. It is an accelerant. You can dump that. You'll have to buy more in the next town, but you can use that.
We have a lantern?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a regular. We have an Everbright lantern. Does that? Can you get?
Yeah, it's still gonna have. It takes fuel.
Okay.
Still burns.
Then what about it is Everbright if it needs fuel? What does it do? I'm learning.
He'll learn. He'll figure it out.
I'm googling. It's okay.
I feel like you never leave bodies behind if you can help it, guys. Like,
Contains
know.
a dragon shard.
Marian, you'll have access to the fuel. It's not going to be
Yeah.
a lot, but you don't really need a lot.
Okay.
Sort of cast out amidst the top of the group of the men. And do you use spark?
Yeah, but I think like I'm gonna like kind of like walk over to them and be like, "Okay, guys, you're making me light the bodies." Because nobody else seems to want to do it, and I'm taking one for the team here.
I'll hold up a twig and be like, light this. I'll put it on the fucking bodies.
Yeah,
And
like
then
we
I'm
got
the one that lights
torches.
the body. You light a twig, I light the bodies. See? Now you're not uncomfortable. Light the twig.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, and then I'll, without hesitation, light that little
She
twig.
snaps her fingers and a flame erupts from the tip of her thumb.
we appreciate your paltry contributions.
I'll get the twig like 6 inches above it, and I'll give it a little toss, and I'll take a big leap back.
It rushes up over the length of their cloaks. It will catch fire. The men will burn.
Fuck yeah,
Wow, I
we
can't-
finally did something. It only took us 40 minutes.
All right, I'm leaving,
Guys, I
and they're
can't-
going
I
to
clapped
smell
in
horrid.
chat.
I can't believe Marian lit those bodies on fire, and also it was her idea. Damn, that's fucked.
I'm just gonna stare right at you with just daggers coming out of my eyes.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
Now
you're getting
that's a good
you're
friend
getting a
right
shit-eating
there.
grin in return. Is what you're getting. You're getting a wry smirk. As I consider warming my coffee on the burning pile of corpses, and then think better of it.
We see Marian's face glow, if for only momentarily.
So it's called a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. But then she tried to mask that real quick.
Yes.
You know, she'd pull herself together
If
after a
for
brief moment.
Momentarily, she pulls it back together, and you begin walking
right.
back
Can we get out of here now? It's kind of bringing down the mood to just light some people on fire. Do we even check their pockets, by the way?
I did loot their bodies.
Ah, good.
Of course.
The vampire made sure to poke at me for it, but it was important that we search them for clues.
Yes.
And gold!
All right, let's get away before it starts to smell too bad.
You remount your horses, and then you begin to push on into the night. Gunny chimes in as you climb back atop Stuart.
So, what happened out there?
We found 4 bodies that were sucked off by the guy we're chasing, because he's a vampire.
Exsanguinated.
And then we met another vampire that's helping us catch the first vampire. And then
I
we
don't know.
lit the bodies on fire. Now we're here.
White.
Don't worry about
Do we need to tell him everything?
Yeah, if he asks.
Where's he gonna go?
Courteous.
Wherever we take him.
Yeah.
You make for very interesting friends.
That's a word you could use for it. We're gonna get you some
Significantly
treads,
more
bud.
vampires than I'm used to hearing about.
Hey, that
At least
is
you don't have to
something
be scared of them.
that we all can relate, right, guys? Vampires, kind of new to it, not a huge fan.
He
I'd
turns
say.
at the notion of at least you don't have to worry about it, and you hear that as his neck creaks again.
I'm still alive. He could kill me.
You don't have blood for them to suck off. They don't care about you. Unless you try to kill them, they're not going to kill you.
Why is it every time you say suck off, there is this lingering hint of interest?
Yeah, why are you like this? But putting a pin in
What?
that,
Interest of what? That I want to get shucked off?
You did
Gunny?
it again. There was like a smirk that hung on the end of the off.
Not wrong.
Is that how you lost your under half? Somebody shucked you off too hard?
Frankly, I don't remember. If it was,
The tree.
it was probably the tree. It was probably a strong sucking.
It's years of build-up.
Gunny, I understand your fear of dying, but you were, and I cannot stress this enough, dead before we came around. So, first of all, it's going to be okay. And secondly,
This should eliminate the fear then, should it not? I mean,
Yeah.
if I died and then I came back, if you die, you'll also come back.
you know, maybe.
There's no one to put body or souls into warforges anymore.
What
Oh,
kind
right.
of wheels do you want? That's what I'm thinking about. What kind of wheels or treads or maybe we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you right as rain.
We just need a wheelbarrow for the time being.
That would honestly help so much. Yeah, you are very heavy.
At least around town. I don't know how we take a wheelbarrow with us with our horses on the road. We'll have to strap him to the horses still. We can't carry a wheelbarrow.
It's not that heavy. I just
get him a
carry him
disguise.
on our back.
He's 140 pounds.
You
growing
are the
young boy.
strongest of the group. It literally would not be that difficult for you to hoist that man on
Me?
his back. Have you ever given somebody a
Sera's
piggyback
far more
ride?
straight strong than I.
And she's carrying 150 pounds of armor.
She could wear Gunny's armor.
I'm not armor.
Anju's like making sure we're going in the right direction and doesn't super exactly know which way it is on the map, but he's like bringing it up. Like, how fast are we moving? Are we going the right
We're
way?
near the town, right? Like we're like
Yeah. How far?
outside the town.
You are still a few days away from that. It's about 3 days
I was
away.
gonna say we're still. I remember we're still a bit away. Yeah.
Still about 3 days
We
away.
were 1.5 away.
No,
I spy with my little eye.
not a
We've
lot.
still got
because
a
it's-
long journey.
It's late. It's relative. Like it's not just it's getting close to dark, guys. No, it's dark outside. It's probably maybe an hour more of pushing the horses through the night before you'll have to go into rest because you've already pushed your horses that far into the day. So they do still have to rest. They will still have to eat. So if you wish to push on, you can, and then make camp. Or you can exhaust your horses and push them. But exhaustion never looks good.
I'm not
No.
exhausting Stuart.
No. We should
we were
rest.
specifically informed that their horses that like to be treated well. So I don't
Yeah.
know if any of us would be down for that.
True.
Yes, we should wait until the very last day and then push them as hard as we can.
No.
I was gonna
Let's-
ask why are you like this, but I feel like it's
The most efficient way to get there and quickly. Thought
Right,
that
and
was the point.
you went crazy in a cave. It's really it's just
That
the
was
cave.
magical craziness.
Well, yeah, but
Not
you got
love
the
your
cave
horse.
was a choice, though. Wasn't it?
Well, I
The cave was
couldn't
a
very
choice?
well be like that around my loved ones, could I?
So wait, did you choose to go to the cave after you?
Little
What,
hazy.
started to-
Let's talk about something else, Anju.
That just cave was a choice.
The light is limited. Despite what you're seeing from Sera's arm and the single torch that is lit between the 5 of you, you push on for the hour, and you make haste into camp. You go about the roles that you have proceeded to find and utilize in the past few nights. We see Sera operating as a guard. We see Marian opting into cooking if afforded an opportunity, unless she wishes to do other.
I'm fine cooking. Sarah really doesn't seem to want to do that, so somebody's got to feed us. So I'll do it.
I'll forage and hunt.
Anju forages and hunts. We see Ivan stepping off into the woods to gather any kind of timber or loose material to keep the fire burning throughout the night. And we see Cain setting up tents. Or other. Am I wrong?
Stuart ruined one of the tents.
True. True, he did. It's very true, yeah. So, you'll push on into your events. You'll make a meal. Let's tell me a little bit about it, Squid. What does Marian make? What kind of nightly meal? Is it just like rabbit stew? What are you thinking?
Well, has Anju caught anything new and fresh, or are we just working with like the kind of rations we got?
Probably a lot of rations. Given the nature of the local predators, a la vampires, there's probably not a lot of meat immediately available.
Okay.
Can I roll to get a rabbit?
You can try, yeah.
Fuck it. He said the thing.
talking.
Okay. Can I roll a lower number to get an exsanguinated rabbit?
Roll a survival, please.
Okay. Oh no, my character sheet. I've lost it. I've displaced it. Here it is. All right. Wait, which one?
Survival.
Got it.
Yeah, that's really good. Just a, first roll of the night is a nat 20.
That's a fat.
Yeah, tell me what you
Yeah.
find. Tell me what you find.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. The first thing that came to mind was just like is there water around? Like, I feel like like a big ass fish is the first thing
Yeah.
that came to mind. But
Sure. Do you have bait and tackle? Are you fishing?
I mean, I rolled a 25. I think I can just shoot it with my bow and arrow,
Okay.
right?
I mean, you tell me. You're the hunter
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I think I just spotted a big one.
Yeah.
Wait for it to jump out of the water and then.
You pierce it. You bring it down and you bring it back to the camp. We see everyone equally prepare the fish, and that is your primary protein of the evening, apparently.
And
You-
I am bragging to Marian about it as she's cleaning the fish. Like, I will not shut up about how cool it was that it's fucking awesome. I was like, you know?
How does Marian take that as he becomes a bit braggadocious?
I think she's just like nodding her head, like, yeah, really great. That's awesome.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, good job, honey. Not necessarily as like patronizing, but like kind of just like like just focusing on what she's doing because she's not a chef, so she's just trying to get like all the
Yeah.
bones out.
It looks good. You're able to cook throughout the night. You make meals for everyone. And I want to ask, before everyone retires, is there any conversation that you would like to have? Any topics that you'd wish to breach? Anything that's important to bring up in this moment?
No. Actually, you go ahead, Marian.
No, I was just gonna ask, is this in front of the group or can there be a private conversation?
Both.
It's like This like Baldur's Gate. We just gotta pull
This is
over and
Baldur's
have a
Gate.
one-on-one.
You can have a group conversation. You can pull someone to the side if you wish to speak to them.
Okay, well, I'd like to speak to Ivan, perchance.
Got it.
Oh, I guess if like we've all finished eating, I might, and like there's water nearby, right? Are we eating on like any plates or anything?
Yeah, you have adventure bowls.
Cool. So I'd be like, Ivan, why don't you help me come clean the bowls real quick?
Ivan, you know that
Okay.
the water side is not far away. Even Anju could guide, but certain you could find it. We see Marian and Ivan step off. They find their way to the water's edge. It's a beautiful night, all things considered. Moonlight cascading off of the water. And you find yourselves there rinsing the bowls.
So you're feeling all good, right? You're fine, you're healed now?
Yeah, I don't know, but the fog.
What? The fog? You think
Yeah, I remember I was injured before the fog hit, and then after so it must have been. There's nothing else to explain about the fog. I don't really think we need to push that anymore.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to talk about when you were injured.
Yeah, it hurt
You were
a lot.
like,
And I
yeah.
didn't and I wanted to sleep, and I asked people not to bother me, and then you guys bothered me, and then we pushed me to go farther than I wanted to go, and then, yeah.
Yeah, and you like fell off your horse. You remember that?
Yeah, that really fucking hurt. I almost died.
Yeah.
It was like the 4th time.
Okay.
I have died before. Do you know that?
I did not know that, and I'd love to hear about that another time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be accusatory thing, because we're like, maybe on like a path to building maybe like a strong acquaintanceship, friendship. I don't want to label it. But I felt like when you fell, something happened, and did you feel something? I don't know how to explain it, but I just had
Not
this
in love with
feeling.
you.
Okay, didn't think that. You're wonderful. Not really looking for that.
You're into vampires.
I'm not into vampires. So first I am a vampire, now I'm into them. Okay. I'm just curious. It felt like something like magical or something happened, and I just did you feel something? Did you do something? Like what happened?
There's a pause.
I did nothing, but maybe that's what the fog was about. It was finding connections and in a place that you might feel lost.
Ivan, this was before the fog.
So it was, but maybe there was like a little bit of a rep at the beginning.
Can I sense his motive?
Of course you can. Yeah. Give me a sense motive. I'd like a bluff. You have 5 luck rerolls. If at any time you'd like to reroll, you're more than happy to. Do you think you could beat a 27?
Giving our
It's
bard
physically
ulterior
possible.
motives was nutty. That's gonna be tough to crack.
It's physically
Listen.
impossible. I can't crack it.
Marian,
I can't
do you-
even hit that at
Marian,
all.
do you know why I was riding next to you?
I tolerate you.
Oh, Anju wishes he heard that. Fucking A.
Oh, that was good.
Because you're the person I most trusted to catch me if I fell.
Really?
Damn.
I'm really shocked by that. I didn't really think you liked me after the whole like vampire thing, and I don't know. I don't feel like I look like someone with great reflexes, but like
I never cared if you were a vampire. I just wanted to know. Like I never cared if you were. I wouldn't care. It's just I don't think friends keep things from each other, let alone close friends.
Oh, stop. She's definitely gonna blush. I'm probably like perspiring a little bit. I don't think she's ever been called a close friend before. Oh, you're fucked
Ivan,
for that, by
can
the
I
way.
get a diplomacy, please? No shot. Oh my god. All right. The Gaslight King himself.
Ivan, if
Ivan
you hurt
Freely.
my streamer,
Listen, you'd strike me as someone that didn't have that good of a childhood. Is that true?
I mean, I don't think anyone has like a fantastic childhood, but no, I wouldn't call it spectacular. Nothing to write home about, I guess. Did you?
Terrible. No, my father didn't like me because I wasn't pure elven blood. So I was otherized by him.
Have you been?
My brother. My brothers just since they were more loved than me, just didn't work out well, and I ended up leaving at a very young age. So I feel like that's why we connect. Is I just feel like we both knew from the start that we had that trauma to share. Do you know how bunnies bond?
No.
It's called trauma bonding. If you are trying to get two bunnies to be friends with each other and to live together, you put them in a cage on horseback, and you take them on a ride, and they don't know what's going on, and they're never in any danger. But that shaking and the rattling, they get a little bit scared, and so they push together, and they bond. And so then when you let them out into their stable or into their hutch, after that they are friends.
Well, I mean, I don't really have any like sibling trauma to bond over. I don't have any siblings. But I mean, I guess I understand. You seem to be someone who was kind of like, you said your dad didn't like you or something because you were full elf. And I mean,
He's kind of racist.
Oh, well, lots of people are, so.
Marian, when you begin to explain that you've never experienced sibling issues like that, the kind of trauma that might come from familial issues in those regards, something hurts inside of you. Something deep. It's this hollow emptiness and an apprehension to discover exactly what it is. But it beckons like the ring of a bell on the inside of your mind.
And like we can change the subject maybe. Sorry. We can.
No, you're fine. And I'm sorry that you felt like something happened to you. No, keep talking to me. I want to know if you're okay, or if you figure out what happened. And if I can provide any insight, I will.
Yeah, something felt really weird. And I just wanted, I trust you. So if you say nothing happened, then I don't know, maybe I just got a migraine or something. I don't know. It just felt weird, but it's okay.
Then she trusts you. Just like that. It's perfect how it lines itself up. You're a natural. I knew I was right to stick with you.
I feel like I'm like white knuckling my new dagger right now, just trying to shut him up by feeding him something else.
Would I be able to see him go kind of distant for a second?
Give me perception. It's going to be difficult because you're trying to read something that's just down to a facial gesture. Are you happy with a 16?
He's telling you shouldn't be.
I mean,
He's gaslighting you.
I guess I can try again. Sure, yeah, I'll use
Go ahead, use a luck reroll. Let's see what you get. 24 is infinitely better. It's difficult to read. He's generally above board. Ivan has become a master of not only reading the room, but maintaining his composure. So breaking through the facade is relatively difficult. There is just a split second where there's strain in his eyes. And it's gone. But what you do capture is how intensely he's clutching on to that brand new dagger that you know is cursed.
Okay. Well, don't break the dagger, Ivan. It's new.
Yeah. Sorry. Brought up the family trauma, got lost in a little thought.
Are you sure that's all? Because you... I don't know, you just didn't... It didn't... Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I just probably need to rest. Food was good tonight. And I'll like kind of just hand the bowl that I was washing and hastily walk to my tent.
He quickly departs after handing you the bowl. You can't quite get a read on exactly what has happened, and maybe it is just as he said, it's the trauma that is resonating from within him, that it's shaking his person. But you can't help but feel like there's something more then. Ivan is a tough nut to crack, but afforded the opportunity, you felt yourself become a bit closer with him in that moment.
Damn it.
Damn it! Fuck.
This did not play out how it did in my head. Okay, she'll go back to her tent.
Sure.
I guess, and sleep now.
Okay. We had others that wish to have conversation, be it group or individual. This is your opportunity.
I mean, Anju's gonna like check in with Sera awkwardly. I think.
I was gonna also.
Okay.
I was gonna also talk to Anju.
My question is, where is Sera? I mean, honestly, if Sarah's gonna initiate conversation with Anju, then we should do that, because I was gonna find out if you were brooding somewhere, but I would probably be the one brooding somewhere.
I think Sera would check in on Anju. Yes. So she goes to find him.
Anju, describe what you're doing right now.
I'm either, I don't know, he's always just, he's poking at the fire, or he's sharpening a dagger, he's twiddling his thumbs. Maybe he's got the map out and he's like rotating it and then rotating it a different direction.
Sure.
And then like looking
You're
around,
rotating your map after spending a few minutes of poking at the fire, and based on where Trollenport is from this destination, now that you've had an opportunity to sit down, you feel confident that based on what you're reading, there is a smaller path that breaks between here and Trollenport that will shave off almost a day of travel. However, your map indicates that it's dangerous and that carriages cannot pass through. This might be the lead that you need to catch up to Lucan in finality. And as you come to that conclusion, you hear the crunching steps of Sera moving over to the fire. Sera, do you sit next to him? Do you stand? Do you kick him? Like, what does that look like?
I mean, he sees you coming and hears you.
Yeah, she'll sit next to him after he's done tilting the map like 4 different ways. And he'll just sit and be like, you figure out where we need to go next?
I'm not much of a navigator, but it looks like there's a shortcut, but it's not easy, but it may be what we need to catch up to Lucan.
There's an indicator.
I guess is what we want to do.
There is an indicator on the map of the name of the area, and it's referred to as the Stoncleave Cliffs.
Stoncleave? That doesn't sound... I mean, that sounds a little rough. Stoncleave Cliffs.
Yeah, I don't think there is safe passage for carriages, but with just our horses, we could. It's high risk, high reward.
Well, that's a tomorrow problem.
Yeah. He'll fold up the map and stare into the middle distance.
You good?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. You got your fingers back, right? The fingers are back, but they're flame.
Yeah. And instead, I replaced it for a whole new arm, basically.
Is that part of the whole god of love or whatever?
Well, not exactly.
Hmm.
When I went on my spiritual journey, I was looking for answers from my god, and I think I found answers from somebody else. So I decided to go down that path.
Somebody else, like a god or like a guy? No, that's not what I meant. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Sarah laughs.
Like
She
a
laughs out
person.
loud even.
Sarah does laugh
That's not what I
at
meant.
that.
That's not what I meant. Anju's his hair stands up. I'm trying to think of an equivalent for blushing or something.
Hair stands
He's
on
like-
end.
Yeah, no, his tail poofs up. That's what it is. It's because cats, their tails poof up when they get scared. His tail fluffs up a little bit. He's like, that's not what I meant by guy.
No, it's fine. That was funny. That immediate reaction made me
No,
laugh. So thank you. No, it was, I guess, in a way, like a god, a long lost god, the same one that the one that I was kind of, quote unquote, this is quote unquote flirting with during the time with the blade that I had previously that I destroyed.
Oh.
Yeah. The Fury is her name.
Wait. The Fury?
Yes.
So you pledged your life to a deity named the Fury, and you got a flaming arm?
Anju, give me a knowledge religion, please. It's difficult, but you can still make it.
No, I can't.
No, you can't.
And that makes sense. The only thing Anju knows about religion he has learned from his bestie here, so that's
Sure.
Walking in a church once, yeah.
Yeah, like I've observed some prayer hands. That's
Yes, the Fury. I mean,
it's fucking metal, dude. Well, I guess it's flame. It's fire.
the thing is with the Fury is it's hard to explain fully, but I was given a choice of two paths, and I could have went down the path of Dol-Ra, my original god. And I did feel like that is what I wanted. Like when I with all intents and purposes went there to atone and go down that path. But I guess fate just had a different way for me to view things in life.
I mean, but you made a choice.
I made a choice.
Don't blame fate.
No, you're right. I made the choice, and I think the path that my life is going down right now, it doesn't align with Dol-Ra anymore.
Anju feels a pang of guilt, I think, and kind of feels a little responsible for the type of scoundrel shit we'd be getting up to all the time, even though it's really not. He just happens to be here. But
this is the choice that I made, like you said.
If you had chosen, but I can listen. I don't blame you. I mean, I'm assuming the other choice, no flaming arm, right?
The other choice would have been me giving up a lot of my love in life, or at least what I think is love. I don't know.
Oh.
The other
what do you mean by that?
Oh God. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna.
You see a wry, shit-eating grin crawl across Anju's face.
It's about this time that we see Marian begin walking through, or in this case, I think it would actually be Ivan. Ivan would be walking back into the camp. Ivan, are you heading straight to your tent, or are you?
Oh
maneuvering
yeah,
back to the
yeah.
fire? Okay.
I'm not sticking around.
He does not stick around for conversation. There's probably
sucked.
a nod, and then he moves directly into his tent.
The other choice would have been to give up give up Hal, Cohen, etc., etc., etc.
How's that working out for you?
I don't know, honestly. But that's the thing with the Fury. It's like more going with your passions and your feelings.
Freedom to choose.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just letting that take its course right now and just going with the flow of things, and whatever my heart feels in the moment, I'm going with that.
Anju's gonna sit back and kind of get a little look at you.
Yeah.
You have changed.
Yeah. I think it's a good change for me now, right now.
Well, I'm biased because the flame arm is very cool, but I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh, can I get my dagger back, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
It was my favorite one.
Here you go. I don't need this anymore.
Thank you. He does some kind of cool flippy thing and puts it away. I was worried about you. I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks. Well, you're the first person I've told this. So I
mean, you know, I got big ears, but if I didn't hear anything, I didn't hear anything.
I will eventually tell the rest of the group, but I just need time.
Scout's honor.
Thank you.
Another voice breaks across the fire.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I was able to witness this entire experience.
Oh, great.
Is he programmed for eavesdropping? I don't understand.
I don't have
looking
legs.
to see if he's there.
You sat me across the fire. I can't move.
We gotta get this guy some treads. If we get you some sort of if we get you some mobility, can you promise to stop doing that?
You wish for me to hang out in a place that is less than public than this? This is as public as that. This is not my fault.
You're right. You're right. Just
don't worry. I cannot honor Scout, but I appreciate the moment that you shared there. It's good that you have choices and that you made them.
if I'm being honest, Gunny, you kind of remind me of Scout yourself. I was against bringing you along on account of the burden of it all, but I think I might be glad that you're here.
Well, who else is going to watch you at night? When everybody has gone to sleep, something's got to make sure that you don't get attacked. And I got these rocks.
Exactly.
I can hit your tents.
Exactly. We've already worked all that out.
Unless, like, a very large bird swoops in and picks me up. Or, I don't know, a series of wolves. That would be tremendously awful. I hope that does not happen to me.
Okay. Anyway, Anju will turn back to Sera, try to feeling a little interrupted, and trying to think of something nice to say while being just, you know what, the robot's here. It's just part of it.
Marian, you overhear the sounds of Gunny speaking about choices and then large birds and a series of wolves. But then as you enter into the camp, he stops. Not to prevent you, he just finishes the end of his thought. You can see clearly that Anju and Sera are engrossed in somewhat of a serious conversation.
Feel like I'm interrupting a vibe here, so I can just go to bed if
You know, it's not a big deal.
No, it's all good. We were just chatting. You're welcome to join.
Cha 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 cha.
I mean, it's okay if it's not. I'm not gonna take offense.
No,
Can I get a sense motive, Marian?
It's getting a little.
Yeah.
It's gonna. A little late. It's getting a little late.
Oh
that's
my
good.
god.
No, the invite seems incredibly sincere. They're excited for you to be there.
Come join us, Marian.
So
we're just chilling.
How are you holding up, Marian?
you know, feel like I can't get the like burning body smell out of my nose a little bit.
Yeah, they do stink.
I feel like it's in my hair too. You know, it's just.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Anju sniffs his fur.
Yeah.
Just starts grooming.
I think we all smell a little bad right now, if I'm honest. Not pointing to anybody or anything.
Honestly, the sooner you get used to everybody kind of having a musk, our adventures are not getting any cleaner. Let's put it that way.
Well, how much dirtier are they getting? This has been a big change for me.
Yeah, I mean, we're not exactly vampire versed. I don't know. Did you meet any vampires on your vision quest?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Oh.
we all feel a little in over our heads, more so than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you fit right in.
Oh. Thank you. I like being here. And then she's gonna like look down immediately after saying that to like not see their facial reactions to I like being
Anju's
here.
like incredulously squinting, like, why the fuck would you be enjoying this? This has been horrible. But Anju can relate. Anju can relate to. There was a line in the recap video where, you know, Anju realized that everything was bigger than just a contract or a coin, but he chose to stay anyway because Anju likes it here too, even though it's pretty fucked. Like, it's not an easy group to be a part of, but there's a sense of purpose. There's people you care about, you know. I just above table, but also, you know, it's just kind of how Anju's feeling. Anju can relate to wanting to be a part of this group against his better judgment. I think he'll use the awkward pause to just sort of say, like, to Sera, in front of, you know, just in front of Marian and fucking Gunny, just, you know, I wasn't only scared for you when you were gone, but it was a little scary without you. And he kind of looks over at your arm and your new steel resolve, and doesn't seem like you need any protecting, but, you know, I'm still gonna.
Yeah. I heard that you
and-
guys almost died.
Yeah, well, Ivan won't shut up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Won't let us hear the end of it. But, you know, you can't even sneak, and I don't think you're too good with a bow, so I'll still be here if you need me.
And I will.
I also can provide things occasionally. Just throwing that out there.
You cooked a hell of a stew, or whatever we ate earlier that I definitely know about in character.
No, as you said, that was all you, Anju. It really, you know, it's not the chef, it's the person.
Oh,
who
Sera!
hunts and
Dude!
gathers.
I fucking... I didn't tell you at dinner with the fucking... I just knew, dude. I just like felt that there was the biggest fish, and I saw it, and I just knew, dude, and I was like, ah! And then
Begins
the
to
motherfucker was...
regale you with the tales of
And I
watching
shot him
this
right in the head. I didn't even waste any meat, dude.
massive fish leap from the water, and in a single shot, he downed it.
Oh, that was awesome.
Wow.
Well, Anju like drinks his sleepy time coffee. Well, this has been great. I'm gonna. He's like awkwardly looks over at Sera and like down at the floor, and then awkwardly at Marian, and just like I'm gonna, yeah, off to good night, everybody. Good night, and he slinks away.
I think it's about that time.
Yeah. All right. Good night, y'all. Especially to you, Gunny. I know you're not sleeping, but good night, brother.
Yeah, from Anju's tent. Thanks, Gunny.
Really appreciate that.
Could only be you, because you don't have to sleep. So.
We're all good at something.
Cobalt. We have seen up to this point Cain retire to his tent. Mostly.
No, I want to be out getting bugs.
Okay.
Or have been out digging up worms. Or...
Okay. Okay, then give me a survival. That's if you're gonna do something specific like that, I would like a survival check, please. Oh my God. Okay. Love it. Yeah, another nat 20. Again, you were able to overturn a series of rocks, lift down timber that had been down for a while. You're able to find a lot of things. More than just bugs, you find small rodents, you find snakes, you come across arachnids, a variety of smaller creatures. You're very successful at it.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't want all those, but
There's too many bugs.
I mean, I'll take a couple rats. Can I find some nuts and berries?
Perfectly good rats.
Yeah,
dude.
no, I think it's fair. In regards to, like, it's probably not like full rats. You might just stumble across like just young mice, like you've hit a
I'm
small
just looking
nest.
to feed my familiar.
Yeah, Squeaks, I got you. You're able to
yeah.
kind of pluck a few bugs from the sky, overturn and find like crawlers, things of that nature, things that can feed Squeaks.
He's huddling down. He's like, "Don't worry, Squeaks. It's still me. I'm just a little stronger now. You seem stronger too. I don't know what we did to deserve that, but we're gonna work hard to find out. We're gonna get you all fed up, little buddy." Just talking to trying to make sure Squeaks knows, like, I didn't forget about you. We're gonna get you a delicious meal, little guy.
Yeah, and Squeaks, you get the general sense of joy, not only just being fed, but the fact that it's like a re-noticing. It's sort of a reimagining, because you've not looked like Cain in a number of days at this point, and he's not aware of his own bodily change. He's still looking from his own eyes, and he sees someone completely different. But you can feel the empathic connection between the both of you. So he's aware that it's you. You just look wholly different. Your voice didn't change much, and it's enough. The reassurance is kind. Feeding him reasserts his position.
Give him little tummy scritches. Just tummy. Good. We're gonna have so much fun on this adventure.
You break by some of the light fur that would be under the traditional like stomach, and you can feel like the scratching as your nail breaks by scales, as his body also began to change. Not quite the same as yours, but enough so. Squeaks has begun to take some sort of draconic inspiration, and features not entirely limited to dragons are beginning to appear over his form.
Sorry if you don't like that, little guy, but I'm afraid we're both bound by the same fate. So we'll just have to see where it takes us.
After feeding, he climbs back into the crook of your hood and hides in the space.
Then I'll walk back into the camp.
Sure.
And go to my tent.
Okay. Night's going to pass by easily enough. You're met with no encounters through your evening. Everyone will
No
be
more
able
vampires or anything.
regain your spells. You'll gain your health back.
Yeah.
Everything will be copacetic. Having Gunny along has been relatively useful, because now everybody is guaranteeing that they get access to a full night's rest, which is very important to an adventurer. As morning rises, everyone gathers their belongings. You pack up your tents, you pack up your adventuring bowls, anything that might be seen as a resource. It gets stripped down, packed away, and loaded to the top of your horse, and you find your way off. You strap Gunny to Stuart, and you move on your path. Ben, do you feel like Anju would express to the others that you may have found an alternate path?
Oh yeah, I think immediately. Like as soon as there's, he probably should have said it last night, but he got a little flustered.
Sure. As everybody dons their armor, their equipment, you've scaled to the top of your mage red steed. You begin to pilot forward, and Anju breaks the silence.
So it says here that if we take this shortcut coming up, we'll save. How many days was it? We save quite a bit of time, and there's no tolls.
You believe that you'll shave off almost a full day.
That's really good.
Let's do it.
Yes.
There is a catch,
Of course.
and he kind of like pats Rudo and kind of says this to the horse as well as to the group, that like it is rocky terrain. It is more dangerous than the standard path. Like a carriage could not make it through.
We don't have a carriage.
Sure.
Stewart's more dangerous than the average horse.
You're met with a
true,
well-timed
Rudo?
nod that it's almost like reassuring to you that when you say that, Stuart has like this extreme nod. It rocks both you
Well, now
and
I
Gunny.
want- Now I want to, Rudo, is that true? Is Stuart a real badass like that?
The response is a little slow timed, but Rudo glances back and then just bites down on your foot. Not hard, just enough. Just a quick, just nip.
Ow. Well, I think Rudo can handle herself in an extreme situation too. Right, buddy?
It's a braying in convenient timing as well. You push on. The lot of you together. Gunny in tow.
That's my only worry is Gunny being, it's just Gunny's not the most mobile. No offense. So we got to, if we want to guarantee him safe passage, we're going to have to just be prepared for more than just a walking.
I'll hold on real tight, promise.
Hell yeah. I mean, this could be what we need to catch up with what's his name? Fucking Cedric?
Lucan Stellos.
Lucan. I was close.
You were. You haven't had coffee yet, so.
Close.
Anju is literally holding like his third cup of coffee. Way ahead of you.
Ivan, as each of you sort of like pool up together to kind of get a glance at the map, up to this point, Anju has held onto the map. I think everybody can kind of see, Ivan as well, that the map does denigrate a warning to the area. They do so with a blade over the top of it, marking that it's dangerous. Now, that could mean a series of things. It could mean that it's an area that is highly dealt with, like brigands, or it could be like natural disaster, or rocky terrain, or something like that, sickness or monster. It could be a series of things. It does shave off a day. It does say that it's dangerous. You believe, everyone as a group believes, that if you take this path, you will be right on the tail of Lucan Stellos. Especially since this path cannot be met by carriage.
Yeah, because we know that he would have had to take
Right.
the long way.
Yeah, we got this, guys. I think that I think that only maybe like one of us will die.
Why?
That
What?
before? Look at me.
Yeah, you won't stop complaining about it. If you fall off of your horse, I do not want to hear it.
I'll probably be dead again, so you won't hear it because I'll be dead.
Which you don't seem to have a problem with. Everybody in favor of throwing him to the wolves first? Because he clearly doesn't care about dying.
I don't think we should throw him to the wolves,
Wolves aren't going to be interested in his metallic body.
You throw me to the wolves, I'll come back leader of the whole pack.
You're a motherfucker, Ivan.
I love you guys. Real pieces of shit, a lot of you. So we're decided then? We're doing the scary thing? It's probably just rocky terrain, right?
Yes, let's take.
Can I roll like some sort of like local knowledge or anything to like maybe ascertain what it might be more than rocky terrain? Like, can some of
Sure,
us
you can
maybe-
try. If you wish to, you can try. You may have tried to recall like a rumor of the area.
I deal in rumors. 24?
That's really, you rolled really well. Yeah. You've probably heard a few things about it. In regards to the location, it is between Sharn and Trollenport, much closer to Trollenport. It does shave off a lot of time. But people do express that it is dangerous. They said that there's been like refuse, a variety of like belongings that seem to have been left there. And you're not sure, based on what they've said, if it's like a trash drop, if people have been discarding things that they're not using, or if it's been sent as an offering to a monster of the area.
Wait, what was sent?
Just a variety of things. You never really got like the clarity of it. It was always like a small wooden doll or a.
So it's like a weird sort of like off the beaten path kind of trade route, maybe. That
yeah.
We don't know.
Wouldn't really be much for trade because they trade via wagon.
So like, but like goods, things are being delivered through this route. You're saying?
Not
I get.
not legitimate goods.
Right. Okay.
It would be something
it's-
akin to like back alley merchant or black market or.
Yeah. So what is it? What's the name of this trail?
It's called the Stoncleave Cliffs.
Anju will like notice that and be like, "Wait, does that say Stoncleave?" Like that.
You think the mountain's gonna attack you?
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. This, I think I've heard this name before. I think it might be like a smuggler's route. So we might encounter, or cross ways with. I'm just saying, maybe don't make eye contact.
With the mountain?
And with any criminals, people who don't want to be perceived. Maybe we keep a low profile so we don't piss anybody off.
Sure.
We'll just need to show them our bounties.
Yeah. Well,
Look, we're one of you, criminal.
Marian.
Let us pass.
Anju takes offense. Criminals are not a monolith. Okay,
I'm not
we're
sure.
all individuals with our own shine. Okay?
I'm not sure if you knew this yet, but when Cain says something about a bounty, it dawns on you that this consistent conversation of being criminals and a bounty on their head, they may actually be more than just an adventuring party, but a functional criminal group. Bounties are only applied to people that generally have committed atrocities or mass crimes in the kingdoms.
Working for the king, it's fine. We got royal seals and shit.
Atrocities, adventures.
So you guys have a bounty? Is there?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Thought you heard all about us. Yeah. Yeesh.
Well,
You're really in deep, huh?
How deep am I in? What?
Not
How?
like
Honestly,
20,000.
we don't even really know how deep, to be honest. But I think we guys, we got a good bounty, right?
Marian, have you studied medicine at all?
I mean, like maybe a little knowledge from dealing with some magic stuff, but beyond that, not like, not looking at a medical textbook in the morning.
Right. No, it's just the basics of it is that anybody that sells you any sort of pseudoscience medicine, if it doesn't have a side effect, it's not real medicine. Real medicine always comes with side effects. Adventuring is like medicine. The side effect is people want you dead.
Didn't you try to sell me pseudo medicine?
Yeah, you
No, that
know
stuff
all
was
about real working medicine, right, Ivan?
The side effect was that it didn't work.
So pseudo
That's
medicine
convenient. That's
without us. Okay. So is that something that attributed to the bounty, or like can I just like a slight rundown for like knowledge sake, so I like know what I'm dipping my toes into a little bit here as I ride with you guys onto like stealthy cliff edge or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Stoncleave.
Sera?
Sera just takes a deep sigh, knowing that this is kind of a lot. And she would say that actually. It's kind of a lot.
Bounties? Well, nobody can even tell it's me, so I don't even really have one.
True. And half the time, the bounty is me of a squirrel. So it.
We're still walking free for a reason.
This is all news to me as well, Marian. But I think it's kind of cool. I always thought about being with a criminal family.
You kind of are a criminal as being a warforged. I feel like the other side of the war probably doesn't think you're a good guy.
What could I hurt? I don't even have legs.
What did you hurt before they took your legs?
I don't think I ever actually saw the front lines of battle.
Good for you.
There's, I'm sure there's more nuance to it than that. Let's not get all caught up in who's atrocitied who or who's got a bounty on who.
Who's atrocitied whom?
What atrocities did you commit?
Well, I mean, they were accidental.
I may have killed a few people, but they were not good people.
They were bad people.
They were part
were
of the
bad
Emblem
people.
Claw. They were going to torture us, and I was not of sound mind.
Man, I can't even remember
Marian.
now when I think back to all of the things that.
We might have gotten someone petrified as well.
Oh, you cut that guy in half. That was
Sera
sick.
might have assaulted a few guards of the king.
Remember when I ate a guy?
But you did eat an entire guy.
It's like thinking about all these things
I
without
wondered where he went when you
the
shrunk that down.
context of what really happened. It does sound pretty bad.
We did structural damage to
say
a
everything-
tavern.
We should.
We
Perhaps-
paid for that.
Marian, here, if obviously you're worried, if we get caught, which we won't,
Have in the past.
we never met you, you never met us. The less you know, the better, actually, because
Really fair.
you
That's
don't want to. It's easier if people start asking questions about us. The easiest thing for you is to be able to say, "I don't know."
I
Needs gold.
appreciate that. But I'm not afraid of getting caught. I'm afraid of being a bad person.
Oh, well, we're gonna have
okay.
to adjust your definition of those words.
Do you feel like a
And
bad
probably
person for
a bunch of
killing the
other
ogre?
ones too. It's fine. We're saving the world, right? Or whatever. Undoing the fact that we're causing the end of the world. I don't really remember, but we're doing the right thing, right, guys? Right?
No, seriously.
we're
Do you care that we
trying to.
killed that ogre?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm ecstatic about it, but you
think
know,
you're a
if
bad
so-
person.
Have
now
you
that took
met
a life?
ogres?
We're gonna get.
You helped in taking a life. You also
You
lit that
burned
twig
those
on fire,
bodies.
then- yeah, that burned the bodies.
Yeah, it was your idea.
I'm kidding. You didn't burn the bodies. I
just-
genuinely
This-
did that. We're just
this
messing
group-
with that one.
Will often make you question your morality. Marian, don't mind it. Don't mind it.
You're
Anju will shut up upon hearing
land
that.
Of magic and
Anju
thieves
will
and
start
warriors.
looking sheepishly at the ground.
Sera knows all about questionable morality.
Well, I say we take the road less traveled. We keep our eyes ahead and we don't make any eye contact. It's subway rules. And if we do get into a
Subway.
scuffle, Ivan, you can turn somebody invisible. We let Ivan do the talking. We can use me for street cred. We can, we're a scary bunch. I don't think anybody's gonna fuck with us, right? And listen, nobody met anybody, nobody knows anybody.
okay.
But I mean,
I-
the stakes are pretty high, right? We gotta take the shortcut. If we want to do the right thing. I think we're trying to do that.
I say, if
right?
she's really a member of the party, she goes down with us.
Oh, I wasn't planning
This is one of
on
those-
like leaving. It was just trying to understand a little bit of context,
Yeah,
Like,
he's just implying that if we get caught, you also. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I think we can mutually agree on that. Again, I don't mind getting caught. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not like God's worst person or something. I'm just if
Listen.
I'm just
Sera
gonna
Feeling like God's worst person right now is.
I'm trying to steer us in the right way, but it's hard when Ivan is fawning over cursed items.
I can't
Yeah,
even
speak on that.
If
God
I have
forbid
all the
someone
Just
curses,
a little
has a
sus is
hyperfixation.
all.
if I have all the curses, somebody else doesn't. Okay, am I being a good person for taking them all?
The point is to not have curses. They're like STDs. They're very hard to get rid of.
And some people like to collect them.
Hey, some
That's his
STDs are
foul.
Some STDs are worse than others. They're not all,
Some curses are worse than others.
And if they don't start with an H, they're curable.
my god.
With the conversation of Ivan saying like some people like to collect STDs, I feel like any blush that I had left over from being called a close friend would disappear in that moment.
Yeah.
As I have heard that.
All right. Now that we've discussed morality and whether we're good or evil or morally gray, which I think is mostly the summary of this, is we're a very morally gray group that has committed some things that may be regrettable, but we are ultimately trying to do a good thing in this task. Can we please move forward to the Stoncleave cliffs?
Yeah, I'm
feel
physically
like-
gray. I can
Yeah,
be
we've
morally
been-
gray. That's okay.
No, we've been stopped. We've been stopped at like the intersection this whole time. Like I thought we were walking, but I like it much better that we stop right at the place where we have to make the choice, and we've just been bickering as
Yes.
usual. Yeah.
You dislodge the feed bags from your horses. You decide that you're going to push on. The cliffs are not far, maybe 4 or 5 hours by travel, and you will arrive. You're not sure how long it's going to take you to pass through. Obviously, all of these general warnings on the maps are scriven in such a way that they are larger than, more often than not, the actual problem is. But that's okay, because the traditional road winds far to the east, and then banks back, creating a vast amount of travel time. You've been riding for hours. The sun hangs low, but hasn't yet dipped. It's casting long, amber shafts across the road ahead. The shortcut through Stoncleave Cliffs looms before you now. You see, it's a cleft in the hills. It's narrow and shadowed. It seems to be choked with jutting rock and moss-draped stone. You notice that your horses begin to slow. You also notice that refuse has been scattered along the path. Odd and out-of-place things. A splintered crate, a child's shoe, half buried. A cracked lantern left upright on a flat stone, its wick burned to nothing. Can I get some perceptions, please?
Oops, that's perform.
Perceive. Damn it.
Cast perceive.
Should have put a point to that.
Cain with a 13,
Man.
Ivan with an 18, Sera with an 11, Anju with a 24, and Marian with a 26. Okay. If you broke 15, you glance beyond the refuse. This feels more like an arrangement than an accident. There's something odd about the placement and the repetition of the items. Breaking 18. You carefully inspect the objects from the top of your horses. They've been deliberately placed as an obstacle or a warning. You can tell that the path itself slows the rate at which you're supposed to pass through. You cannot move side by side in a single file. 20 or greater, you notice more that the wind has stilled. Even the birds are quiet. And under the hooves of your horses, the ground feels wrong. It's too soft. Almost hollow. Do you say anything? My two of you that succeeded with a 20 or greater, that would be Marian and Anju.
Yeah. I don't have like
What-
the best hearing, but I feel like there's like a little echo when we're stepping, like the ground is not great and secure. Maybe anyone else feeling that at all?
Yeah, like you see Anju's ears twitching. Like, no, I know exactly what you mean. So you said it sounds and feels like the ground is hollow?
It feels like it's hollow. Like it's too soft.
Gosh. something's not right.
After it's been pointed out, I
We
think
should stop.
everyone can also see that the area feels like it's been a deliberate stage. It's been positioned in such a way that, well, it's unsettling to say the least. And the horses can tell as well.
Is it a trap? He wonders aloud. I feel like we should stop and, like, I don't know though. This is like quicksand or something.
Oops. Was muted. Should we like test something before going forward?
Yeah, like, I don't know, knowledge dungeoneering.
I'm a little
Can I-
creeped
I
out,
feel like-
guys.
Yeah. You're doing great, Sweaty.
You know the worst part is? We can't
What?
go back. We're single file in here. What are you gonna back the horses out of here? It would take forever. We'd lose a whole day.
Let's just go in and kill whatever's waiting.
Crap that's waiting.
I wish we could ask the horses.
Could be some kind of underground worm or cavern or spiders or a whole
horses
host of bad things.
Stuart, what is it?
Are the horses reacting in any way? Are they being hesitant?
They're definitely
Doubt
hesitant. The ears are flitting back and forth, trying to capture any sounds or information. And you may slightly whip at the reins, but they're hesitant to move forward.
Can I just, like, grab a rock and throw it ahead of us?
Of course you can.
And just hit the ground and see if anything happens?
Sure, yeah, you do. You
Like a hefty rock, just,
Yeah.
like, give it a...
you lob it out probably 15 to 20 feet, not too far. It's a heavy rock. You think probably 8 or 9 pounds. And it tumbles and lands flatly. You wait. You're expecting something to spring out of the soil, some demonic creature, some horrific beast. But nothing ever happens.
Kind of thought that would do something. Anju says for the 17th time in this campaign. Well, I'm all out of ideas.
So, do we keep going?
Do we have a choice? Do
Who's
we press
first?
On?
Who's first in the march?
Anju.
Probably either me or Sera.
Yeah, maybe I would say Anju since he was.
I was
The map?
navigating.
Navigator.
I feel
Got it.
like I don't know. I feel like I would have wanted you in front of me, honestly.
I will
But-
say, like, Sarah's definitely like close second, because yes, I know I can take the most.
You can dismount on your horses and walk with them, but the horses cannot stand side by side.
Okay. Is there any sort of cliff or anything where you can go up?
It literally looks like a massive axe cleaved through the stone of the earth, leaving this passage.
So we're just surrounded like just like sheer rock on both sides?
And it comes up at the top, just creating a small lip where it's bent together.
Too high to climb.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we just have to keep going, guys, but be wary.
Can't stop every time we have a bad feeling about something.
True.
Yeah.
I do have a bad feeling about something.
Ben, I
Going
asked,
to
do
catch
you,
that vampire.
do you dismount or do you continue riding on the back of Rudo?
I was thinking of dismounting and just like checking the ground in some way, like maybe inspecting the soil. Like, I don't know. Whenever you give me a mystery, I'm always like almost too curious. He
I
is
know.
a cat. But I feel like I'll do a 50-50 on it because like I feel like he would also be scared
Okay,
of that. He
don't know
would
what you're-
also be a little weirded out.
go for it. I don't know what you're 50-50ing though.
I'm just 50-50ing whether or not I dismount.
Okay,
Because I'm not totally sure. So I'm gonna do the bottom half of a D20.
got it.
All right.
You decide that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm dismounting. Yeah.
You swing your leg over the rear of Rudo, dropping down to your foot, bringing the other foot down. You grab onto the reins. You begin to take your first steps. Does everybody else follow in tow? Do you dismount, or do you stay on top of the horse?
I'm on my horse.
Yeah, I'm staying on the
I'll
horse.
like reassure Rudo. Be like, you're strong. You're a leader. We've got this. I'm by your side.
Okay. So in our marching order, I have Ben. I have Tracy.
Yep.
Who's third?
Go third.
Okay. Frost. Got it.
Cain just doesn't want to be
You sure
last.
Kane's not in the back?
I'm not in the back. Nope.
And Squid.
That's where you get stabbed.
That's fucking metagaming. I call bullshit.
He's just learned enough sessions. He's just learned.
I was
like, no,
gonna
yeah.
say I'm third because I also felt the ground thing, but God, okay, yeah, I'm last. I guess
Put
I
the
was
wizard in the back, but you put the bows in the back too, and our bow's up front, so I'm not in the back.
Got it.
About that.
Yeah. I guess I was questioning our morality too much to venture forward.
Is Marian on the horse or next to it?
I'm gonna stay on that horse.
And Sera.
I'm going to go next to it.
Okay. All right. So our first two have stepped
a good
to the
visual.
side of their horses. The rest of you are maintaining.
Anju and Sera dismount in order to gain any semblance of control over the situation.
I need initiatives, please.
Let's go! Sit on that horse.
We have to click our.
You have to click your token. Yep.
Can't start initiative if I never roll
Oh,
for it, Bob.
baby.
Can't start initiative if I never roll it.
That just put you last.
Never mind. I stay on my horse. All right. Bloop.
Okay.
Yo, nat 20 on the initiative. Let's go.
So what we have in our initiative order, we have Cain at 22. Perfect. This is great. This looks wonderful. Nice job, guys. And descending. Your initiative has been rolled. We're still in marching order. Your initiative won't technically tick until first event. You're already on edge. Everything here is screaming at you that something is off. Even your lowest of rolls are informing you that you should not feel safe. And even if you did feel safe, your horses are expressing that you should not feel safe. You push forward. Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Describe to me how you're walking. Are you frolicking?
I'm basically sneaking. I'm
sneaking.
walking very, very carefully.
Sure. It's difficult to sneak when you're pulling behind a
Sure.
several hundred pound
I'm-
beast.
But it's like, just to put a word to it, if I was by myself, I would be silent.
Yeah, you're being careful. I got it. Ben, you move about 15 to 20 feet. And something about the place just re-delivers that threat of survival. You feel the hair on your back rise. Your tail poofs out. And if you aren't frightened enough, Rudo stops moving.
Oh, like she lags behind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Come on. We don't have any other way to go.
Ben. There's a pause in the step. And as you are able to move and shift her just a budge, you feel something strange. It's not that you can't move, but that something is resting over your foot. You think that maybe you have stepped into just in front of refuse, but where you're looking down in front of you so that you can dodge or step over the top of it, you can see an arm sticking out of the stone cliff wall, ready to hold onto your ankle, and it's pressing your foot down. I need a will save, please.
Is it a stone arm?
No.
It's just an arm?
I'll explain more. Give me will save.
Okay. I'm gonna stab that arm. Oof.
You're treated as shaken, unless you'd like to reroll.
Oh, I'm absolutely rerolling. I will use 1 on that for sure.
Go for it.
Jesus Christ. All
Half
right,
as
then
much.
I tell a story.
You're treated as shaken. For the duration of the scene, you'll have a -2 to most of your rolls.
Fuck.
You panic. It feels the tremor in you. And as you kind of pull back slightly, you yank your leg back. It slowly pulls its arm back, and you witness as it sinks into the stone, and the surface of the stone itself ripples like water.
Ooh, don't like that.
Guys? Guys? Did everyone see that?
Sera would be the only person who have an opportunity. I need a perception check. Sera, I think you see it just as the fingers are passing back into the stone. You witness a brief ripple of the stone surface itself, and you see Anju jerk.
What was that?
The mountain tried to grab me.
Okay, if it does that again, we stab it.
Agreed.
I thought we weren't gonna have to fight the mountain, Anju. You said we were gonna have to fight the mountain. You said that was stupid for saying that we had to fight the mountain, that it was gonna be the people that we had to care about, and that the mountain we didn't have to perceive. We didn't have to watch the mountain. We didn't have to look our back. Can we go as fast as possible?
I hate to say it, but I think he's right. I think he's right on all counts.
We just get on the horses and we
Go as fast
really
as
fucking fast.
possible. Okay, then maybe we do that. We get on the let's ride.
Yeah, there's nowhere to like. I do think. Yeah, I think he's right. I think we go. I think we just try to move as quickly. Like fuck this. We just try to nope forward.
Sera.
Right?
Everyone's
We
come
got
to
this,
some
guys.
unified agreement. You begin to dive upon your horse. You're climbing up with expedience. Ivan encourages a lot of you, the group. Each of you will gain a +1 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and fear effects going forward. You'll get a +1 to your attack and weapon damage rolls.
Would that have worked on the will save that I just had?
No, a 12 would not have done it.
Okay. No, I just mean, but it would have helped.
Yes, it would have.
That's funny.
Sera. As you begin to expediently throw your body atop your horse, atop Pearl, you hear your armor grate against the stone wall. It's this raking metal on stone sound. I need to know your AC.
Ooh, I don't like that.
My AC is 19.
19.
The audio cue got my ass.
Yeah, I'm not loving the music that just kicked in, to be honest.
Everyone hears the sound of the metal grating across the stone, and it sends a shrill through everyone. You feel your skin begin to curl. The horses, you can witness and ripple of the skin, their muscles winding beneath their flesh and contorting. Ivan. As that sound runs through you like a wave, you witness just above Sera that something glides from the stone as a scythe, and it is rapidly brought down an attempt in the back of Sera.
Sera, look out!
That's scary.
A 21 will hit you. This is the surprise round, and then we'll start using your initiative. Sera, you're going to take 13 points of slashing damage as it rakes through your armor, cutting down into the birth of your neck and shoulder. It rakes across your back, and as quickly as it was seen, before you can respond, it's retreated back into the stone wall.
You guys just hear Sera like cry out, like ah, and her back, but you can't really see what happened.
Yeah, Anju like whips around and has nothing to point his bow at.
Cobalt.
It's,
Yeah.
We're in initiative, and it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm looking at my spells. I see her get slashed, right? I'm like behind her.
Yes. Well,
No, wait, Tristan's
Yeah,
correct.
I'm
It's
directly behind you.
yes. You are still technically behind.
I
her,
mean,
yes.
I don't think that's kind of hard to miss.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna buff myself with mage armor.
Sure. You gain +4 to your AC for 1 hour per level, so for 3 hours. You're incapable of moving. You can dismount if you wish.
I can't move?
No, because Squid's characters are right behind you.
Oh, okay. I thought the mage armor, I was like, that spell sucks.
No. You can move.
Okay.
You can move, but you can't move the horse. You can dismount if you wish.
Shields up. No, I'm just gonna stay on the horse.
Stay on the horse. Anju.
I can't go anywhere anyway.
Did
So.
the music die for anyone else?
No.
Aw.
You might just have to refresh your browser.
I did. I broke roll 20. I'm sad. All right. My immersion. All right. What about me? What's up?
It's your turn.
Great. Cool.
You just heard Sera scream out, and as you whip around, you can see the scythe retreat back into the stone, the tinge of blood at the end of it.
I feel like we run, right? Like, just we go. I think Anju's gonna yell out for everybody to go. Like, I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Try to. I want to move. I want Rudo to move. I want to be running.
Okay.
As fast as
I
we
need
can.
a handle animal.
Okay. The amount that not having music is killing me right now.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum,
Thank you.
bum, ba-dum, bum,
Perfect.
bum.
There's my bard. That's my fucking guy. Where did she go? Sorry. Okay, handle animal. Ooh, not a good one. Fuck, dude.
Hey.
I'm gonna use one reroll on that.
Go for it.
Come on, baby. There we go.
Very good. That is very good.
I knew Rudo liked me.
You whip at the reins, and Rudo starts to take off. It's fear at first. It's kind of off-kiltered. The body is bouncing into the stone walls and the cliffside itself before she's able to gain traction. As she begins to move, her legs repeatedly kick the debris, the crates, the dolls, the toys, the equipment. It's all there. She can't really gain much in the way of pace and speed. She's moving as fast as she can. On my turn.
You are moving.
You are.
Okay.
I need a perception, please, from... This would be... I'll give it to Sera, Ivan, and it's definitely going to be Anju.
Perception.
Yes.
Perception.
Ivan will see it. Sera will not see it. What's Anju get?
Anju had to restart his Google Chrome. So Anju will be right back. Goodness. You're rolling perception. Now.
16. That's going to be an even or odd in your favor, Ben. Choose.
Odd.
It is even. You will not see it. Sera and Anju do not see it. Ivan. As he begins to take off, he yells out that we need to move. You see him mount Rudo and begin to sprint down the length. The body of the horse is rocking, kilting into the side of the Stoncleave cliffs itself. And you witness it. And nobody else can see it, and you're not sure why. Maybe it's your trained eye at this. But you can visibly see a scythe head itself stick out of the side of the wall and begin to move the length of the wall following Rudo, almost like a shark fin at the top of the water. It's moving at the same speed as Rudo is.
Anju on your 6! Shark fin?
Like a shark fin.
Like a shark fin? I guess... Yeah, I don't know if I can hear that yet. We're in combat rules. I don't know if I'm allowed to hear that or look behind me or what.
You didn't see it. That was your perception.
Yeah.
As you're bouncing back and forth repeatedly, this is where things are going to get rough, guys. Just being honest.
Oh boy.
You hear Anju on your 6, and you begin to whip around, and as you can't see anything, your eyes kilter back forward, and you witness Rudo charge directly onward into a swing of a scythe. Rudo
The horse is getting hit?
is going to take 10 points of damage. I need a reflex, please, from Anju. Anju, you are thrown from Rudo as she is brought down. You whip ass over kilter several times in front of you before you come to a low crouch, and when you glance back, lying next to Rudo is one of her legs. One of her legs has been lopped off.
Of Rudo's?
Fucking Christ, bro.
Marian,
Nice shortcut, man.
You
Yeah.
wanted to go this way too.
I know.
We can bicker about this later, as is tradition. But first, we must survive.
combat is not consistent, but combat is brutal. It's here to test you. You are up.
Yeah, I'm also gonna mage armor.
Of course, makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And mage armor the horse? Probably mean.
Yes, you can.
How much armor does a horse
Not a lot.
naturally have?
You can look it up. You can hit the PFSRD. They don't have a lot.
I
Damn.
don't think it would help that much.
It's better for a mage bred horse, but it wasn't enough. You cast mage armor. You realize that you're behind.
Christ.
You can try to encourage your horse to back out, or you can steady yourself. I'll allow you to sacrifice your movement right now. For a partial defensive, it will give you +2 additional to your armor class.
Yeah, please. I have like 2 health. Yeah.
Got it. You sacrifice your move. You will temporarily, until your next turn, add 2 to your armor class. Sera.
I just put that in the box next to it, right? Just put +2?
Yeah,
Or like the 2?
it's just listed as a temporary.
And did my mage armor change anything? Or no?
Yes, it will add 4 more to that as well.
Okay.
Your AC should be pretty good. What does Sera do?
I'm going to rush up as quickly as I can to try to help Anju.
Yeah, like, so, like a whole leg? Where at the leg?
It's probably at the bend, just above the bend of the horse's leg.
Oh, no.
And in this moment, you can see the panic set in. The horse Rudo is trying to pull herself
Poor Rudo.
up, but she keeps stumbling forward. The head is
Easy,
repeatedly
easy.
slapping either side, trying to stand. What does Sera do?
Is Anju knocked off of?
He was
his
thrown
horse?
from the horse. He's going to run back because Rudo is beginning to panic.
I feel bad, but I think I'm just going to try to grab Anju and keep going.
Okay, I need a handle animal check. You're going to try to leap over the panicking Rudo. You need to break
No.
higher than a 6. I need a 16.
Okay, that's
you need
a
to roll,
lot.
You need to roll to handle this animal. All
I
right?
do have points in handle animal.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a luck reroll and hope that I roll better.
Remember, you guys have 5. You have them.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you needed.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's go.
You are able to
But
bound over the top of Rudo as she panics. You can feel the head sort of clip the back of Pearl's hooves, but it's not enough to prevent their movement. Do you reflex to grab Anju?
Yes.
Got it.
Do I have to roll for that?
You just tell him. You basically throw an arm down and you tell him.
Okay. Yep.
And it's up to him at that point.
I'm just like, Anju, just grab me.
Sera leans over, throwing an arm out specifically for you to catch.
I mean, Anju wouldn't even think twice. He's just gonna grab on. You know,
Okay.
The forearm or whatever.
Ivan,
He pulled up
Yo,
and along.
what does Ivan do?
I am going to remove my scarf. And I am going to make I'm gonna, you know how like it's got the 2 ends? I'm gonna tie
Yes.
it together so it makes a full loop.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna drape it tightly over my steward's neck so that it hangs down in front of his legs. And then I'm gonna turn it to steel. So it's essentially like a blocker
Incredible.
shield to
Yeah.
the midsection and in the front legs.
Yeah, that's great. Great idea. It unrolls over the front, sort of making like a light apron over his legs. You use the secondary spell-like ability to turn it into steel, giving basically a curtain. It's a metal curtain skirt over the front of the horse.
Yes.
Do you try to push them forward?
Yeah. I mean, I would try to like slowly move towards everybody, towards the fallen people. So,
Okay.
But I know that there is a horse in front of me that I'll have to just kind of like
Get over the top of. Yeah.
Well, I can just encourage Pearl to move forward too. I'll probably just like, I'm gonna stay on my horse right now. I'm not.
Got it.
I'm not dismounting right now. Yeah.
Top of the initiative line, we have Cain Carpenter.
Yeah, I would like to hold a magic missile and try to shoot it at anything that appears.
Understood. So you're going to move yourself in initiative. Anju, it is your turn. I need a reflex from you to basically use the arm to hook yourself up momentum and throw yourself on the back of the horse. Because you're moving with Sera's momentum, it's not going to exhaust your standard action. It's going to be your move. You'll still have a standard action.
So, okay, I was not aware that I was committing to leaving this horse behind, if I'm being honest.
You don't have to. You can leap off the
Okay.
back of the horse.
But I'm still behind, so we're still behind my horse. We're still
No.
behind Rudo.
No, at this point, Pearl and Sera have leapt over. They succeeded in the handle animal to get over the top of Rudo.
Got it.
This is where the hook's coming in to pick you up. Your call if you take it, though.
Like Google's three-legged horse.
It's not good.
It's gonna.
Anju, I know this sucks,
I can't.
but I don't think she's gonna make it.
I can't.
We have to make a quick choice here, Anju.
I mean, it's literally happening in like the course of a second.
Yep.
I have to make a fucking choice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Anju.
I like, what's the horse looking like? Like, I feel like I look at the horse and I feel bad, you know?
Sure,
Like,
of course. Of course you're going to feel bad. It makes the most sense. The horse is in panic
I can't. I can't.
and in pain.
I am going to try to help my horse.
Sure. You loose the arm and you bound back to Rudo.
That's a terrible fucking idea.
You move to Pearl, or to Rudo.
Yeah.
You still have a standard action.
Like, yeah, you could, like, I have a standard action.
Mhm.
Is there anything I do? Can I assist with the horse getting back up onto three legs?
I'll need a handle animal.
Can I try to? Can I like try to?
If you wish to
Oh, yeah,
calm them,
mend
if
the-
you wish to
this
encourage them to do anything, you need to give me a handle animal. The DC is going to be 14. And this
Yeah,
is you calming them enough to stop like slamming their head repeatedly into the walls and trying to stand.
I'll talk. It's like, I know you're scared. It's really bad, but like, you have to calm down. We cannot. We have to get you up. You haven't lost. You've only lost one leg.
Yeah.
You can do this. You can do this.
Give me a handle.
Jesus Christ. Fucking shit, dude.
Yeah. How many luxury rolls have you used?
3.
3. Okay, you got 2 more, if you wish to. Or this can just be the dice telling a story that Rudo is in panic.
We send one and we save one, and whatever
Go for
happens,
it.
happens.
Sure, one more.
I fucking tried. Come on, Rudo, you can do this. 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
I believe. That's exactly what you broke it easily enough. You're able to grab on to the strut mount mask that the horses are using, where the reins sort of lock into just behind the jaw, and you struggle for a moment, but you're able to stare the horse down and get them to calm. You use most of your might. I need a strength check as you try to assist in them standing. Even if you fail, it's supposed to be hard. You're trying to lift a horse. That's huge. It takes everything you have. You are incapable of defending yourself from this position. It will keep you flat-footed. Are you okay with that?
What do you mean? Am I okay with it?
Is this what Anju would do?
Yeah.
Okay. My turn.
Fuck, man.
Bye, Anju. Have fun with no legs.
And I didn't do that because of farm, for the fucking record.
I know you didn't. Sera. You leapt
There you
over.
go, Chad.
You began to lift Anju, but he broke free of the arm. This is a tight area. Even at your broadest point, you still are occasionally tapping on the stone. And when you do, you see that it causes the scythe to jerk out almost like one of the horse's ears, like it's listening. It's waiting for your movement. And you see it. Let's see if I can break your armor. What is your armor class?
19.
19. Here we go. 22 again. You see it this time, however. You know it's coming. Right across the front. You instinctively push down the horse's head, otherwise it would have potentially killed Pearl immediately. But you catch it in the abdomen. Take 11 more points of damage. The scythe is stuck in your belly.
Oh. Am I blasting? Or
Ow.
do I not?
You can. You can now.
Ow.
You have a very, very
Blast that
small
thing.
target. It's an arm.
Ouchie, ouchie.
Magic missile.
It do be magic missile.
It did.
1 and 3
Not
plus
the
2.
best.
Okay, 6. It takes
Okay.
6 points of damage.
That's
This is the
better
first bit
than
of
none.
damage.
It. Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, like
A
we're
mark off
fighting
one
the
spell.
walls.
2 spells.
This is going to move you in initiative. You are going to go right there. And it's going to go to Marian next. Marian, you hear the shearing sound of metal raking across armor and then puncturing through. It's the scissor snip noise. You can also hear the horse crying ahead, screaming outward. Blood is beginning to pour over the shoulder and body of Anju.
Oh, I have a hypothetical question.
I hope to have a hypothetical answer.
So I have Ray of Enfeeblement, right?
Yes.
Technically, we're kind of fighting the wall. If I put my hand on the wall and I cast that, would it affect the thing?
Can I see Ray of Enfeeblement, please? I believe it is a targeted spell.
And can you clarify why is blood on me from horse?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, you're underneath.
Just making sure I didn't miss an attack in one of the many moments that I
The fact
dissociate.
is, it is a ray. So yeah, it's got to hit a target. So you could technically aim it at the stone, but it may not have as much effect. You did just witness a magic missile leap from the arm of Cain Carpenter and strike something that quickly withdrew its arm back into the stone. It's this very small, like knotted gray series of knuckles that are wrapped up around sort of like that of like a tree's knot around the length of the scythe. It's retreated, and once it let go of the scythe forcefully pushed its way from the wall. Sera, I need from you, while Squid is making a decision here, I need a reflex.
Whew, okay. Let me roll that. I'm gonna
I put on that
use another
A reroll?
Reroll.
Go for it.
Okay, much better.
That is
I'll
much
stick with
better.
that.
That is much better. You are forced when the way that the scythe itself is kind of forcefully pushed from the stone, it begins to throw your body back off of your horse because of just the sheer angle of the way that the scythe is designed and the length of its haft, because it's wedged in your gut right now. You are able to stabilize, you maintain on your feet, but Pearl begins to slowly gallop ahead away from you as you are pushed from the back of the horse. You're standing, you're not prone, and the horse is not running quickly, but it's Pearl's
But
starting to
it's,
run.
Okay, yeah.
Squid,
Yeah.
you can Ray of Enfeeblement the wall. It does need a target. Aiming at the wall is not going to benefit you.
So I gotta hit the thing. Can I aim it at the as I'm?
Of course you can,
seeing
yeah.
Cobalt? Yeah. Okay. Do I just click on it again?
Okay, so in Ray of Enfeeblement, it's going to get a Fortitude save. A coruscating ray springs from your hand. You must succeed on a ranged touch attack to strike the target. So I believe on your character sheet here, you should have on the main page. Of course, I didn't do that for you. It's going to be 3 plus 2, so it's going to be a d20 plus 5.
Okay. R/R D20 plus 5.
1d20 plus 5. /R space 1d20 plus 5.
Thank you.
Okay, 15. Let's see if that's going to hit. It's a touch attack. It is going to hit. That is definitely going to hit. The subject takes a penalty to its strength of 1d6 plus 1 per 2 caster levels after the first. Okay, so it's going to take 1d6 plus 1. So roll a d6 for me. Let's hope for high numbers. 3, so 4. It's going to lose 4 of its strength for... It does not stack with additional... It doesn't say for how long.
Concentration spell.
Oh, it's 1 round per level. It's 1 round, so for 3 rounds. Got it. Okay, so for the next 3 rounds, its strength is going to drop by 4. It's going to limit the success of its attacks. It's also going to drop its damage if it succeeds. That's a highly effective spell. It might actually save your guys' lives.
Yay.
Sera.
I'm helpful.
Finally.
Okay, so I like Pearl is still moving. We're all like kind of still moving ahead.
Yes.
I think I'm just gonna try to just keep going forward.
Would you like to try to remove the scythe in your belly?
Okay, the scythe is still there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna take my new arm
Okay.
and just grab it and just try to like hurl it out.
How would you describe your mood? Is this a moment of fear, of frustration?
I think just like anger.
Anger.
Yeah, I'm upset at the situation.
Anger. Perfect.
Very upset.
You should remember to look over your limb. I did drop that Google Doc to you so that you can access those abilities.
Yes.
I need a strength check, please.
Strength. There you are. Oh, so I just
Use all our good rolls early.
1, 2. We have all 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that other.
Go for it.
It's
perfect.
Bless these lucky rolls.
You struggle at first, but it's because of the anger, that fury that's sort of like bubbling up into you, that you're not able to focus on grabbing this with your new arm. But you steel your resolve, and with intent, you grab onto the haft at the base of the blade, and you remove this. Your fingers were passing through it at first. Again, it was the same thing that was occurring previously, because you're so wrapped up in the emotion. Now, with intent, you're able to grab onto the haft and remove it. It's also that when you drop it, you realize that you'll have burn marks in the haft of the wood.
Oh. You're on fire.
Oh, I see.
Maybe it's like emotion.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay.
You keep moving. You said you wanted to run after Pearl.
Yes.
Okay. That's not going to stop you. You can move. You cannot full-on sprint. There are many things in the path to prevent you from moving at full speed. But you will get your 30 feet.
Okay.
Ivan.
Okay. So the thing is fully retreated into the wall, like there's no way to see it right now?
Correct.
Okay, so there's nothing I can really do in terms of that. And then how far away from me is Sera?
Sera is about 60 feet away at the end of the round.
Fuck, so I cannot get to her and like heal her or anything.
I'm starting to think that this shortcut might not have been the best idea.
Here's a fucking crazy idea.
Let me have it.
Can I cast invisibility on Stuart?
You can cast invisibility on Stuart. It would not give you invisibility.
I understand that. I don't give a shit about my life.
Got it.
I want Stuart to be safe.
Sure. You can cast invisibility on Stuart until he takes a hostile action. The spell pretty much free and resolves.
Cool. All right, I'm just gonna cast it on him, and I'm just gonna say, "You stay low. Do not engage. I'm gonna get you out of here."
Got it. Got it.
And then I'll start moving.
Ivan, this is the
I'll
first
dismount.
moment. This is the first moment that you're confident that Stuart understands you. Because when you say stay here and stay low, he physically lowers his body closer to the earth.
And I'll get off of him at this point since he's lowering himself, and I'll make my way as much as I can on my round towards Sera.
You can get 30.
Heal. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Top of the initiative. It would be Cain, but Cain changed its placement. So Anju, it's back to you.
So I have been spared so far?
I mean,
Or did
as
I get-
spared as you can be.
Sure. I personally don't have a scythe in my gut.
Yes. For now.
It's a great start. Hey, we take W's where we can get them. Okay?
Tell me what you're up to.
Look on the bright side. Oh, just been sleeping more, getting exercise.
I mean, in game.
Oh, you mean like right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I helped her up.
You're acting as a false foot right now, man. You're a literal
Yeah.
pseudopod.
Is there a way? I mean, I don't want her to bleed out. Can I do like a heal or what do I have?
You could use a heal check, but you cannot keep your horse elevated and functionally deliver a heal check.
So like she's just gotta go now. Or
Basically.
die.
Basically.
All right, that's a simple answer.
If somebody else
I'm
was here to assist you, you could have more actions available to you, but because it's just you right this second.
Yeah. So marching order currently is Sarah's horse in front.
Yes.
And then Sera.
Then Sera.
And then me.
You and Rudo.
Rudo.
And then right behind Rudo is Ivan. The others have not moved.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the reins and I'm gonna try to I'm gonna talk to the horse. Look, there's only one way to get out of here. I know you want to live. I want you to live. But you have to walk with me, and we have to go fast. And I'm like pulling her forward. We have to go now. That is the only way to survive. I'm explaining this to her like I'm both of my hands on the side of her, like looking into her eye, like.
I need a handle animal. Your DC again is 14.
Such a bad roll for me. It's
I know.
really the worst.
I know, man.
I'm literally an animal. Okay, but I have the ring doesn't do anything for this, but his inspiration from earlier does.
It should, yeah. Should assist you in your basic skill checks.
My cat just came in here and started screaming. I'm about to handle this animal. All right. Yeah. Handle animal.
Looking for a 14.
Oh, God.
7.
Dude.
You're struggling because you're still bearing the weight of Rudo on your back. You're attempting to coax them to moving forward. The amount of blood is surprising, but you're still trying to step forward. You do have one luck reroll left, but I feel like you want to save it.
I do want to save it, but I also don't want to save it. I want to save the damn horse, but I'm like, how many more handle animals am I going to have to fucking roll with, +1? Like...
Sure.
Dude, no, to save it is selfish. To save it is selfish.
In this moment, yes.
And I don't think that's where my head's at right now. Like, we like these horses. We were specifically instructed to bond with them, so we've been making that effort, presumably. In character, I chose to use my luck reroll. Fuck it. Save the animals.
I believe.
You can do this, Rudo. You're strong. You've got me by your side. Come on.
The dice tell a story. The panic is real.
It was never going to be easy. I got
You're starting to see that the The overall fear is beginning to swell throughout the horse. This isn't some sort of like sickness that seeps in, it's something that's sort of brought on. Even as intelligent as they are. There's jerks, you see spasms, you feel the weight lean heavily on your back, strings of drool begin falling from the length of the mouth.
Artax, no!
Very
Resist
much.
the sadness.
In that same vein, very much. You gain no ground. Do you abandon Rudo?
She's still standing?
With you right now, yes, because of you.
I don't think I abandoned the horse until the last possible second.
That's what I need.
I do.
That's what I need.
He's not thinking rationally.
That's okay.
The walls just came alive and amputated one of his horse's legs, and it's like a super smart horse that he cares about. Like, what is he gonna do?
I need perceptions from 3 people. I need it from Ivan.
Sucks, bro.
I need it
Sucks
from
ass.
Marian. And I need it from Cain. Marian does not see it. Ivan, you will see it. Cain will see it. Marian, you can use a luck roll if you wish.
No,
You hold?
it's a nat 1. I
Got it.
shouldn't. This is like my 3rd nat 1 of today.
I understand. I understand. Ivan. Cain, you will see this. Ivan, you witness this out of the peripheral of your eye. It's moving, swimming just to your right side across the stone. You can't quite make out the details of what it is yet, but your eyes follow it as you move to the rear side of Rudo, finding your way off to Sera. And you witness it as its body glides from the stone, now clutching 2 smaller, scythe-like weapons known as sickles. They look like commas. A small, twisted figure stands in the rocky pass. It's cartwheeled from the stone, playing like a child. Its skin is rough and gray, and wild red hair spills from beneath a rusty iron cap stained with old blood. Sharp yellow teeth and a cruel grin as it grips a series of wicked sickles dripping fresh blood. Its cold, malicious eyes lock onto you, and its Pac-Man-like grin as its head opens and laughs as it tries to charge you with sickle slashes. Ivan, I need to know your current armor class.
16. Fucking kill this thing. I'm gonna decapitate it with an arrow. I swear to God.
Say that one more time, Ivan, please.
16.
16, thank you. Bear in mind its strength is lower for the time.
Thanks, Marian. Welcome. Anything for a friend.
It does
Good
not
friend.
hit because of her spell. However, it takes a second attack.
And it also misses, Bub. Watch this.
It might. It just said, oh, there it is. That one's gonna hit.
Fuck.
I tried.
Do better next time.
Hey, it could have been 2 hits.
Take 6 points of damage as it rakes across your body.
Easy.
I need you to make a fortitude save.
I'll give it a reroll.
Okay?
Sick with it.
It's pretty good. Cain.
Yeah, I gotta look at this thing now. So
Yeah, you do. You could give
I'll give it
me
a blast.
a knowledge if you'd like. Either arcane or planes.
Is that gonna be my turn?
No.
I feel like I'm just. Yeah.
Oh.
I want to help you identify it.
Planes.
You're going to go with knowledge planes. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Not your best roll.
I don't think I've rolled any of my luck rerolls today. That's better.
That's
nice.
That you needed something higher. That is much higher.
Yeah.
What you're looking at is a male red-capped skulker. They're a fey creature. They don't just walk out from the Feywild. Something positioned it here. They have a lot of damage reduction. You know, it's very hard to pierce through them, except for some small exceptions to magic, but particularly cold iron. You need cold iron to pierce through them. It completely goes over all of their defenses. You've heard about them. They're nasty. Very nasty creatures. After they slay their targets, they drench their caps in blood, and it grants them gleeful blood rage. You know that if even a single person falls and it is able to completely soak its cap, it grows in immensity and power.
It was cold.
We've
Iron?
got a couple of organisms bleeding profusely right now.
Cold iron.
Use cold iron against it. I don't have any of that, so I'm gonna Scorching Ray it.
Go for it.
Just kill it with fire.
It's what I got. It's what it is.
That's big though.
I need a ranged touch attack from you.
Okay.
I need a, it's your dexterity modifier plus your base attack bonus plus a d20.
Ranged. Okay. Okay, hold on. One more time. Roll.
1d20 plus
1d20.
your dex modifier and your base attack bonus. Your BAB should be 2.
Okay. Bonus 2. So 20 plus 2 plus 2.
Yep, 20 plus 4. Oh my god, no fucking way. Roll to confirm.
Twice. Just a 20? D20?
I just rolled the same thing over again.
Okay.
No shot. This is massive.
Wow.
Okay. I don't have to.
And the wizard is so fucking back, chat.
Oh,
we are so
no.
back.
Oh no, Cobalt. Cobalt.
What have you done?
Oh
Is
no.
that bad?
There was a one-time recall of wild magic tonight.
Oh, no.
Cobalt.
But it crits.
It will crit. It means it will have immense effect.
I'm sorry, wild magic was still on the table?
Yeah.
Patreon.
I need you to roll a D1000, Cobalt.
Why you gotta ruin my fun?
What if we just didn't? What if we didn't sub to Bub? Fuck. Just once.
386. Let's see the damage.
Now Anju's gonna be traumatized again. Yeah, we're finally convinced that this isn't gonna happen again. We were finally getting used to regular Cain. I'm sure you'll explain this away, no problem.
No, I'm going to use one of my luck rerolls. It almost doesn't make sense in this narrative.
Okay. That's a good reason.
Yep. 294. I can work with that.
Pretty close.
294.
I'm learning now that Farnesius is the antagonist of this story. It's all coming together.
Wait, so this is
Bonza,
Yeah, can I
cold
Can
weapon.
I aim at the fourth
Hit
wall
it.
and fire?
I need you to roll 3d8.
Let's see if that's good or bad.
3D.
16.
Was the same amount of damage as my crit.
That's actually kind of
Fire.
perfect. A bolt of acid erupts from the end of your staff, where you're expecting some sort of searing light, a scorching ray to erupt from your staff. We now multiply the damage by 3.
Welcome, friends.
The creature takes 48 points of acid damage. Where you were expecting this ray to stop, it just continues to flood and funnel from the end of your staff for the duration of the round. The creature catches this directly in the back. And as it's riling up to strike again over the side of Ivan, any place that he can seem to get, Ivan, he is thrown directly into your body. The acid does not hit you because it's aimed at him, lifting him off of his feet directly into you.
Like the monster?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because it left the wall. Yeah, I forgot it left. I forgot it left into the cartwheel.
The creature is still not down.
What?
It's
oh
not
my
dead.
god.
It's done over 50 damage to it.
Yes.
But it's in my arms now,
Wow.
and I can give it a nice big kiss. Mwah.
Marian.
Yeah.
Sit on it.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry. What
blow
did
some
you
wind at it. It should die.
say? Yeah. Okay, sorry. I was decided between. You know what? I'ma hop on that scorching ray
Let's see it.
vibe.
Make that attack. Give me another D20 plus 5.
Kill it with fire.
/R.
John Carpenter's The Thing mode.
Let's see. It's got to hit its touch. You're going to want to reroll. That's not going to hit.
Okay, I will reroll then.
If you got it,
Yeah, I think have I used any of them? I don't think
I think one. I think you've used just one.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Okay. Oh, I can just do the up arrow, right?
Yep.
Let's go.
That's significantly better. You blast the creature again. It takes another bolt of fire. Ray erupts directly into its back. You are pushed back. I need a reflex, please, from Ivan.
What the hell? That one.
So wait, would cold work against this thing if we had it?
No, it has to be. It's a metal. Fairies, historically, like lore-wise, they don't like anything that has been constructed by the hands of men. Their bodies revolt against it. Ivan, you are thrown not only from the body hitting you, but then a secondary punch right into the chest, driving you into the rear legs of Rudo. Ben, if you would give me a reflex for Rudo. You are able to stabilize Rudo. Something bucks, cracking her right in the back legs. You see her kind of drop for a moment, but you stay stoic in your resolve. You continue to create a space for her to keep moving. It's still alive. Sera.
Fucking kill it.
Is my sword iron?
It's a longsword, right?
Yes. I'm like thinking about that, and I'm like, are swords made of iron usually?
Let's find out.
Iron or steel?
Yeah.
Medieval longswords were made with low carbon steel, with fewer impurities.
Right.
Steel is an alloy.
I think
that
it will
has
still
iron
work
in
though.
it.
I think it will still work
Yeah.
though because it is it's composite, so it should
My googling is
should still have effect here.
Okay. I'm trying to find a way for me to quickly cool. Like, is there a like this on this like path that we're on? Is there like a basin or something that like I can very quickly like dab my blade in to freeze it up a bit and then strike at this thing? I basically want to procure my blade to be cold.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it's not a temperature thing. It's a forging technique essentially. Because it was made by the hands of men, they refer to it because it freezes. It's almost like a freeze burn to the fairies, to fae.
I see. I thought it was
So
like
just
a literal.
iron.
I thought it was a literal thing.
No.
All right, then I'm going in with my blade.
Shido's boost!
Wait.
I thought you had to like actually.
You think the horses
Same. No, I was gonna cast
Iron.
prestidigitation on it.
hooves? Could the horses kick? Could the horses kick it?
It could, but if the horses kick right now, they're going to kick Ivan for sure.
Well, sure.
Oops, that's the damage. That was shitty. I have one more luck reroll. I think I have 2 left. So I'm gonna use it again. Much better. My God.
Much
Schwang.
better. You
Schwang.
close the gap. You push by the bodies, and just as you're about to kind of like finalize at the steps at the end of your turn, you glance down and you see that it's got magic and acid sort of like pouring over its back from your allies in the rear side. It's been pushed prone over the top of Ivan. It's fighting to get back up. It's clutching on to these two sickles. You go to make your attack. 7 damage. I need you to describe how you kill the creature.
Let's go.
I hack it. Maybe first where, like, honestly, just right through it.
Okay.
Just cleaving right through it.
Frost. I need you to take half damage rounded down. So you're going to take 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
As Sera cleaves right through the body, directly into your torso. She stops. As the split occurs, its body is so narrow and thin that the moment she hits through a single time, its top half falls first, and then as she lags to pull back, the bottom half sways and lags off to the side. She's not aware that she struck you with a blade. You see the rage and fear well up in her face, and it's not just something that's driving her to run. She's wielding it as a weapon. Combat will come to a close right here.
Did so much damage, dude.
You have to bear in mind, it has damage reduction 5 to everything but cold iron. So every ability that was going through, it was negating the first 5.
That's actually...
Yeah.
Y'all popped off.
Magic missile didn't do shit.
It didn't do shit, yeah.
Did 1
Would,
damage? Or 0 damage? I don't even know.
Would an arrowhead have...
Likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it was stone tips.
Can I roll to desecrate the corpse?
He just goes over and pisses on it.
No, I'm gonna put one in between its eyes.
You can. But with
But, I
every
mean, I'm still
passing
tending to
moment,
horse.
I would say every passing moment, Rudo is starting to lose strength. Everyone will notice that the pool of blood is beginning to widen to the birth of the path from stone wall to stone wall.
Well, at least I guess she doesn't have to run now. Like,
Can I get a heal check from everyone while Anju is... He's probably asking for help, is my guess.
I'm absolutely... Nice.
Ivan with a 10. Cain with a 10. Marian with an 18. Sera with a 9. Anju with a 22. This is a Marian and Anju. You are the only two successful. This looks bad for the others. You don't see how you're going to be able to stave your way through this. Anju. The blood is too much. The blood loss is immense. You're not certain you're going to be able to coerce Rudo from leaving in this place. Every attempt at buckling up and holding on to the length of the leg, it's just spurting blood like a faucet.
We need something. Do you have shirts, cloth, anything, tents, anything?
Marian.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
You realize that he has not embraced the obvious. Rudo is suffering. He's stuck in denial.
No, dude. No. No, it's
I think
3 out of 4
I mean-
ain't bad. We can. You can still walk. We can still get to the next. We just
The
need something to
realization
stop the bleeding. We just need
hits
something to stop the bleeding, and then we
everyone
just
now.
take a second, and then we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm like talking to Rudo more than anything.
Give me a handle
Anju.
animal.
Over to...
The horse is less responsive, but seems to lock eyes with you on the side of its face. It can hear you. It's understanding you. But the rigidity in its movement is beginning to fall, as the amount of blood loss is significant. It has drenched the front and back of your body as you are attempting to hold the massive horse up. You look around at your peers, exhausted, hoping for help, hoping for a tent, a salve, a stitch, a fire, anything. And you can read them like a pop-up book. They've all come to the same conclusion.
Why aren't you... What? Why aren't we... help me.
Anju.
No, this is urgent. We need help. We
Anju.
have to stop the bleeding.
Just hold her.
Yeah.
And can I kneel down to Rudo, and could I perchance cast Sow Thought? And so like peaceful thoughts of like them riding in the wind, and like give them all give them beautiful images from her life, so that's why that's the last thing she's thinking of, and she's not scared anymore.
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, at some point she's gonna... This horse is gonna accept this before Anju does.
Definitely. And whatever just occurred between Marian and the horse, you feel it. You feel the pressure release over the front of your body as the struggle also starts to supersede. She begins to lower herself down to the ground. She kilts her rear legs up so that she can turn to her side. The fear and the panic subside, and there's peace in Rudo's eyes.
There's the exact opposite of peace in Anju's entire... He's panicked. He can't accept it. He feels so guilty. It's literally fucking... You can't give up. We have to go. And it's like he's looking around and everyone's just looking at him and he's crying and he's...
Sera will walk over to Anju and just like give him a hug.
Just not...
There is some duress. He doesn't seem to want to break by. Tracy, do you think Sera would, not forcefully, but with a little more intent, lift him?
Yeah.
There's very little resistance at that point. You just feel the heaving of his chest as he silently sobs harder and harder. You know how it be when you literally cry into somebody's shoulder. It's that. It's just feel the pulsating of the realization that this is
He sinks
over
into your person. You hear the sounds of his huffs and muffled cries, and his own breath matches that of Rudo's, before finally, with a last tuft and a puff of the lips, Rudo passes away. The threat of Stoncleave Cliffs has been eradicated. You've cleansed the challenge, not only for yourselves, but for any other adventurers, passersby, smugglers, kingsmen, merchants that find their way through the cleave.
Yay.
We made it.
a fucking za, dude.
It doesn't feel like a victory, and it hangs like that for a while.
I think Anju is going to crash out just a little bit. I think he's gonna, still sobbing in tears, just break away from Sera's embrace, and he's gonna cut that thing's head off, is what he's gonna do. He just has no other way of feeling control over the situation, and he's just like with a dagger, like no ceremony, just like disgusting and just sobbing, tears, just like sobbing and crying and coughing and just fucking like...
From denial to rage, he shifts. No one stops him. Sometimes you just have to get it out. There's few pauses in his break before he inevitably weathers his own storm. And acceptance may not be something that he finds himself in right now. Do you collect the head? Or do you leave it?
I think he sits and holds it and has a moment of coming back and feels a little nauseated, and I think he's gonna walk he's gonna walk with his head down past everybody silently until he gets to the back of the party, and he's just gonna fucking scream at the top of his lungs and fucking shot put that thing as far as he can behind us.
Sure. You do.
And he's just gonna walk equally as emotionless back to Rudo's body and just fall to his knees and wait for somebody else to fucking make a choice, because that's gonna be the last one you see him make for a while.
And everybody can kind of see that. It falls to an emotional devoid. He's rounded the bends of his emotional circuit, and he's found his way here, back to his horse, Rudo, which he knew was an intelligent creature. Maybe not as smart as the rest of you, but something of his own. It was a gift from a king that he may not have much of in the way of an allegiance to, but it was his, and he cared for Rudo. How long will you wait before you inevitably say that we need to move?
We can loot anything off that corpse.
Sure.
Scythe,
anyway.
maybe.
Sure.
Started looting.
Does he have any equipment, any gold, anything?
It makes sense.
I mean,
Cain is cold. Cain is also calculating, and it makes sense to try to make as many resources as possible given the recent loss. So if you are going to look for anything, I will take a perception, please. If you decide not to, for the sake of the moment, I understand. It's not like anything's going to be lost here. You got a 26 on perception. That's pretty good. Yes, you will find that there are a couple of things here that this red cap has taken. You're able to cycle the length of this almost tunnel between the cliffs themselves. You find that there is a small alcove where some things have been placed. It's deliberate that they've been placed here. It's sort of like a shrine. There's a masterwork longsword with a cracked sapphire in its pommel. There is a potion, green and bold, similar to that of the healing potions that you've seen up to this point. An ever-burning torch. You find a small wand made of ivory with a brass tip. And a bag of coin. When you open it up, you flinch through a series of the coins. There are 43 gold, 87 silver, and a silver ring.
Okay. Who wrote that down?
This would be your findings, so this would be you.
I need to write it down. I'm ready again for that.
Yeah.
I'm clicked in my sheet.
Masterwork longsword.
Masterwork longsword.
It's got a cracked sapphire in its pommel. There is a cure potion. Out of game, it's a cure of moderate wounds.
Give that to Sera.
An ever-burning torch. There is a wand that's ivory with a brass tip, and a bag of money.
And that had 47 gold in it.
43 gold, 87 silver, and a silver ring.
Okay, do I have time to identify the wand?
Throw it at me. Give me an identify.
I have it prepared.
Okay.
And then spell.
Spellcraft.
Spell.
Yep, spellcraft.
21.
21, you needed a 20. This is a wand of shield with 12 charges.
Okay. Okay. Wand of shield. Wand. Shield, 12 charges. And then I have one more spell slot for level 1 that I could try to do on the ring if it looks like it needs to be identified.
Detect magic is probably sufficient in this, and because it's a lower level spell, you're able to detect and there is nothing magical on it. You are able to find, as you glance on before your detect magic fades, that its primary sickle in its right hand that it was still clutching onto even in death is a magical sickle.
There, get that sickle. The one in the right hand. And here, let's have this potion.
It gives you a cure moderate. If you wish to use it right now, it would be 2d8 plus 3 healing.
Are you alright? Your stomach is bleeding profusely.
That would be you, Sera.
I'm fine. Thank you for this.
Sera, you don't feel as if you're bleeding. You knew that you bled. You can see it as it was pursed across the cut in your armor. And when you flinch your finger through just enough to see if there's any existing damage, the skin and flesh feels puckered. Not like you've taken on a sickness or an illness, but there is no cut in the flesh, and it feels as if it burned.
It's just a side effect, that's all. I'll be fine.
Now I'd like to know, I understand how you're going to be moving. I also understand that you have a navigator, but your navigator is
he's not.
in not working, functioning order at the moment. So I'd like to know...
Anju is muttering to himself about Scout, and there's no... I'm not fit to lead. First, we let Scout down, and I let Rudo down. What if I can't just leave me? Like, what? I can't... I'm not fit to lead. What if I can't protect you? He looks at Sera. What if I can't protect you all? What if I let everyone down?
You're not going to let everybody down.
You don't know that. You can't know that.
He struggles to maintain and fight back the tears. Everyone recognizes this.
Up.
You've had these moments. It's moments of self-doubt. Still have them today. Marian, you just now, you begin to accept the depth of the depravity that you may have joined. The dangers that may overtake you.
You having fun yet?
I don't know if it's fun. I do think, like, as she's aware of kind of the danger of it and everything and just how much this is, she might go over to where Rudo is and maybe like cut off a little piece of the mane, like
Sure.
her mane,
Mm-hmm.
and then she braids her hair so she'd be good at braiding and like braid it into a little bracelet.
Okay.
And then hand it to Anju and say, like, to try to remember some of the good and the bad.
Anju will hesitate. And with a absolutely blood-soaked paw, he will extend his claws and he will grab it by the tip of his thumb and his forefinger as to not bleed on it. And it'll look at it, and then his focus will soften and look at you, Marian, and you see just tears just streaming down his face. Just a cat covered in blood. There's not the beautiful white belly is completely soaked. He doesn't look like the guy that you knew 5 minutes ago.
I think she'd like quickly look for a spot that wasn't covered in blood, and like if she found a little spot, like maybe like it's really small, I guess if you're that covered in blood, and just like take 2 fingers and tap, because like she's clean at this moment. I don't think she really wants to get covered in blood right now, so she'd just give a little like, it's okay.
Marian.
Anju is going to hug you now, unfortunately.
Marian, as Anju wraps his arms around you, I need you to make a memory test. It's going to be a D20. Now, in this case, just click your wisdom score. So, click wisdom.
Yeah, doing that.
When you pass the bracelet made of horsehair. You get the feeling, you can't quite place it, but you get the feeling, and this echo-like effect from the depths of inside you that as you're passing it to him, this shouldn't be going to Anju, but a little girl that you don't remember. A silhouette of her in your memory, a shape that you know you feel intensely about. And when he hugs you, you feel her hugging you for a moment.
I think that's probably gonna take over her excitement, if anyone showing her affection, and she'll just swiftly wipe the stuff off and walk away quickly, head down, not looking at anybody.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
It's fine, not about you. All good.
I'll drench Anju.
Sure.
Without warning.
Yes.
The spell erupts above you and just rains down water.
Thanks,
Time to
Cain.
sober up, big guy. We got to get moving, unfortunately. You can grieve at camp.
In the stone-cold sobriety of the water pouring over the top of you, in the coldness of Cain, reminding you that there is still a length of journey ahead. You push on. You carefully move the rest of the horses over the top of Rudo, their hooves stained with blood. You're able to find Pearl just outside of the cliffs. She waits diligently. The moment she sees you, Sera, she dashes to you. She closes the ground very quickly and throws a head under your arm. Anju walks out and sees the way that Pearl throws her head under your arm. Each of you climb to the top of your horses. And Anju waits.
We already know where Anju's going.
That is the question, isn't it? That is the question.
My seat's taken.
It's
By
true.
nobody.
My seat's literally taken.
It's true.
That leaves Sera and Marian. Do either of you volunteer to have Anju abroad your horses? Mistress, what is it? It's Sophia, Princess Sophia,
Yeah.
and Pearl.
Anju's traumatized. He can't choose.
Oh my god.
I think I'd volunteer and be like, you can ride with me if you want, Anju. Now that you're clean.
As if it wasn't insult to the injury.
Oops.
Do you leap to the back of Princess Sophia?
Yeah, I think Anju will take that invitation quite well, in fact.
Okay. You board Princess Sophia, and you know that the horses, while scatterbrained, a little scared, can push for a little while longer.
Thanks for this. He's holding the braid in between his thumb and forefinger and just kind of massaging it, as he's probably going to be doing for the rest of his life.
She kind of I guess we're riding, so she kind of turn her head back at you and say, I just want you to know she passed peacefully. I made sure of it.
I don't know what that means, but I'm not in a position to disbelieve anything.
Sera, you are now leading. Can I get a perception from you, please?
Could have been Pearl.
It's not great. It's not great. Do you have any luck rerolls left?
I have one left. I've used one for all 4 of my last rolls. Oh my god.
Would you like to use it? This will likely be the last roll of the night.
So far, they've been extremely helpful.
It's
Thank you,
not-
everybody.
Yeah, they have.
It's not your best, but it's enough. You can't overhear the conversation happening from behind. You can hear the noise, but you can't make it out. It's relatively quiet. Gunny opted into not speaking as he seems to make things rather terse and rigid. But Sera, before you, as you crest a low rise in the road, the sun sinking in front of you, bleeding gold across the treetops and shadowed hills. There, silhouetted against its burning light, is the dark coach. Its lacquered black wood gleaming faintly like an oil slick. A lone figure rides at the reins, their hair a banner of crimson trailing in the wind. The wheels churn up a storm, and dust and gravel. As the carriage thunders forward, it's them. You found them. And they're about 1,500 feet away. And this is where we call tonight's session. Well, glad everybody is copacetic.
Yeah, no.
That was
Thankfully,
heavy.
Anju didn't already struggle with guilt or anything, so.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry for providing trauma there. Like I
It's okay,
said,
it's apparently how bunnies bond.
true though, true.
Oh, snap. We were living out the analogy
Yeah.
today. That's what that was. And now
Good
we're on the
job.
horse together. We're being traumatized. It's
Yeah.
great.
You guys performed well. There were some clutch rolls in there. I was quite impressed with them. Overall, just wow. So I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to say your piece, tell everybody about you, and I'm going to send you on your way. We're going to start in the upper right this time. Let's start with Marian. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Oh, full username is Squidinkidink. I stream 4 days a week, and tomorrow I'm streaming The Last of Us 2 until I finish. So, and I have like 11 hours left. So, pray for me and maybe stop by.
Sick. All right. Sera, tell us about you, Trace. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey everybody, I'm Tracy, also known as Miss Magitech, and you can find me at twitch.tv/MagiRPG, where I do tabletop role-playing stuff with my friends. And that's pretty much mostly what I've been up to. Yeah, you can find me there.
Perfect. Cain Carpenter, tell us about you, Cobalt. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey, I'm CobaltStreak. I'm pretty much like an all-around nerd. I like, roguelikes, video games, D&D, card games. If you're interested in any of those things, you can stop by my channel. I stream pretty much every day except for Mondays when you can find me here. And it's around 5 p.m. Central. Swing on by. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Mr. Ivan Freely, tell us about you, boss. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
This little fucker right here turned off my computer a couple of minutes ago. I don't know what the fuck he did. He went back and touched a wire and caused a power surge.
So smart.
Yeah.
So smart.
And then he literally he tried to go do it again, and I was like, I did the stern dad voice of Mowgli, come here, and he just goes deeper and cuddles in the corner like it's fucking fireworks going on after that outside. I'm like, bro, you're just gonna do it again, man. So that's why I got up and left, act like somebody was at the front door. But yeah, I'm FrostPrime. I just made a really bad decision. I wanted to give my chat a pride emote.
Yeah.
And I was gonna give them an egg, because eggs are synonymous with the trans folks that have not discovered that they are trans yet. They say that you're still in your egg and you haven't hatched yet.
Right.
But my handle is FrostP.
Oh, I see.
Yo!
I just
Love that.
Pegging in June? We love it.
Frost peg.
Ally. Ally.
It's a frost peg emote, so.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
I love that for you, man.
Oh, thanks. That's what.
Hey,
that's what's
everybody
been
likes
my
butt
chat
stuff.
for
They
a
just
while,
don't know
so.
it yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Let's head to Anju. BenBriggs, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Well, after that, I'm just gonna find a new career. So, no more entertainer. No more entertainer for me. I've had enough. No, I'm BenBriggs. You can find me at twitch.tv/benbriggslive. I tend to stream after this on Mondays. Probably not tonight, but if you go follow me, I might be. It'll be if I change my mind, then it'd be around midnight. Just go follow me. Twitch.tv/benbriggslive. I'm a musician by trade and an entertainer by night. on this silly website, and we try to keep it a buck over there on my channel. I really like my chat. We do a lot of Zelda and randomizer and random shit. And I also do music. Just Google BenBriggs, Google Tiny Waves. I don't care, man. I'm just happy to be here. Sub the bub.
Thanks, buddy. That leaves me. You guys see what I do. If you are hanging out all night long, or if you've just been watching only recently, you see the kind of things that I do. No, I don't always cause trauma, but I let my players make decisions, and I hold them to their consequences, right? Sometimes you gotta be earnest with the series, with the experience. Combat's not often, but combat is brutal. I don't see the point in running consistent fights every session. But
Really
I want
putting
fights.
the cut in shortcut tonight.
I want fights to be memorable. So that's me, man. You guys should go check out literally everybody else. If you're not following them, I encourage you to do so because they're great people. They're wonderful friends, and I mean, I go watch them. So